Welcome back to Crosshair here on the GDQ Hotfix. My name is Dangerous, and this is the show that features runs with bullets. First-person shooters, third-person shooters, shmups, bullet hells, lasers, rockets, grenades, perfect to flex, tink, 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 and shotgun shells. If it's got bullets, you can find it here on Crosshair. We've got a fun one tonight, folks. I, like probably many of you, like to prowl the submissions list for AGDQ and SGDQ just to see what kind of things are lurking in the shadows. What are people submitting? What are people interested in? And I was going through the list a couple weeks ago and looking down, I went, man, this run would be really cool to have on an episode of Crosshair. And that's how we got today's show, all wrapped up in 3 awesome runs that are coming from 3 runners that are hopeful to see these runs show up in our next mainline event. We've got my good friend Casual Speedrun here to show off SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. That is a very, very janky game, but it is a very cool speedrun. You're gonna definitely want to stick around for that one. Leading into that, we've got the man himself, Mitch's here to show off Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. But leading things off, we have got my good friend Blood Thunder here to run Legend. Wait for it. Legendary. The game's called Legendary. So yeah, that's it. Blood Thunder, welcome to Crosshair. Good to have you here.
Yo. First time on Crosshair, you know, it's been in the works for a while, but yeah, this is the first time Legendary has been showcased at not just a GDQ show, but any marathon, because there's not really many runners for it, but it's an interesting game. Some of you may have fond memories of this from 2008, but if not, we'll guide you through it.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Good to go. All right. So we're just gonna new game. Easy. And brightness doesn't matter. So time will start once we skip this first cutscene. So I'll explain what's going on with this like weird reloading checkpoint once we get a skip. Okay, so time has started. We are looking at Pandora's Box, the Pandora's Box. Why it's a museum? Yeah, we're unleashing all of the evil into the world.
Let's go.
This might look kind of like a Bioshock plasmid. This is the only extra mechanic besides just being a regular shooter. So Animus is energy from Pandora's Box. It's also the meter in the bottom left-hand corner besides our health bar. We can absorb it and use it as health, or we can use it to make like a shockwave blast. That's about its only real purposes. So we're pretty much just going to use it specifically for health. But we play as Charles Deckard. We are a professional thief hired by a man named LaFay to break in and get the contents of this box. Unknowing to us, it's actually Pandora's Box, and we just unleashed chaos upon the world. So we're going to pick up this Animus on the way out. You can see that big circle in the bottom left open up. And open up our little tutorial thing there. And we're just making our way outside. So a little discovery that made this game a lot faster in the recent weeks is that you can actually just edit a config file to say these games or these cutscenes should be skippable. So we can now skip most of the cutscenes in the game. That can sort of break though, and you have to reload checkpoint a few times because this is a game from 2008, and it also does not do well at high frame rates, which we'll get into. It causes a lot of headaches for people. But first, we're going to see the worst jump in gaming history, and I don't mean that as a light. So you might think this is what we need to jump over. No, this is our challenge to jump over this little statue on the floor. That's our jump right there. It is pretty bad, but as a professional thief, we can hack open these little panels and just go through them. You'll see those a lot in the game. It's kind of just as a little loading screen thing. And also, anytime you need to interact with something, you can hold down interact and then walk away from it, and it still interacts. So we can just get a little bit further, and we're just getting all the tutorials to get out of the museum and into the mayhem that is New York City. So with opening Pandora's Box comes a lot of creatures from a lot of different mythos. A lot of mythological creatures we'll encounter along the way. And we're just going to skip our first cutscene here. So we're the total destruction. This game is not afraid of showing its brutality. We'll see plenty of crazy deaths along the way.
Oh my goodness, this is red.
Yeah, the cutscenes also love just going off how brutal the deaths can be. So this part's actually not supposed to be this red, but that's the side effect of skipping that cutscene coming out of the museum there. We'll go back in just a moment, but yeah, this is and like a weird animus flare that pops up. So with it being a shooter, we also get a melee weapon, which is our handy dandy axe. We can have, like a lot of shooters, upwards of 2 weapons at a time, plus the axe is our third. Here comes another animus wave, sitting us back to normal. We got griffins flying around, eating people. And we're just going to go ahead and take this time to do our first real skip. So with high FPS, you can kind of just jump in the hitboxes and get clipped up.
Nice.
So we're just going to navigate New York traffic. I'm also going to lower my FPS here down to 30, because even though this is an intended jump, at over 30 FPS, it becomes really difficult to do, as many jumps in this game become that way. We're going to try to do another little skip here by just sprinting off this and jumping. We have a horrible vertical height, but you actually get a really crazy horizontal jump by sprint jumping. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's also tied to stamina, which is that blue bar in the middle, and stamina regens really slowly unless you're standing still. And we get our first gun. I gotta look at another creature here. So this is an unskippable cutscene. So yeah, managing stamina is a huge optimization in this. Whether we do the jumps or we just run, we need to wait long enough for it to come back. Hit a little meatball. These guys aren't too scary to deal with, but they can really block your path in these narrow sections. I'll just skip a little bit of walking around here.
Nice.
Got all of these glowing interactions. We just are holding interact the entire time. Hack this. And another hack. So they're just kind of in your way to slow you down. I think in total, we count it, there's 17 hacks you have to do on the run. So even more so if you don't skip stuff.
Sure to do like how we've already pointed out the price on Steam. Yeah, I was tech checking Blood Thunder the other day for this run, and he said this is the best game that you can buy routinely on Steam for 50 cents.
Yeah, pretty much anytime you check, it's at least under $1. And it's well worth the price. If you want to give away some copies to a friend, you can buy like 10 copies for $10, and it's like
true.
So we just got some enemies in our way. Nothing too crazy here. So if your animus is full, that red glowing circle in the bottom left, that will just go directly into your health bar without having to like double it up. This is always nice to top off if you can. We are another look at a wonderful monster. So what game wouldn't be complete without werewolves, you know?
Very nice.
Besides having regular soldiers, which we'll meet along the way, werewolves are kind of like the main enemy that we're going to be seeing throughout the run.
I like that he can hit you while you're inside this cage.
Yeah, you always get hit there, but it doesn't do any damage.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's just the visual effect of the claws coming through.
Okay.
I'm not sure entirely why there, but we're making our way back up to the New York streets. The first couple chapters all take place in New York as we're just dealing with the chaos unfolding. But a little bit more about the story because it's kind of a strange one. So there's a man named LaFay who hired us, and he has a private army known as the Black Order, who's like trying to control all of this chaos, as one would do. Who sent us in here. We also have a companion, also free online music. That's from 2008. Companion known as Vivian, who's kind of more of our assistant than part of the Black Order, who's kind of guiding us through New York and trying to figure out what LaFay's doing. There's a lot of really great like fake advertisements and signage in this game that we just don't really have much time to look at. So here we just need to take care of a couple of things. We need to break this fire hydrant. Because these fire drakes are weak to water, as one might expect. So now we have our second weapon, the SMG. It's really powerful. So we just need to wait. Also, be sure to follow the channel. So here comes in the first round of the Black Order. That got pretty cool jets coming in. So for those that have seen me grind out this run, there's a trick in this next section known as the bus skip. It is the most volatile thing in the run, so we will not be doing it today because you can just get stuck there for like 30 minutes. It's another up clip where you jump into the corner of a bus, but you can't just stand there, so it's really annoying to go for, and you need stamina. So it's better so we just don't do that one today, but we need to take out these enemies. Also, this is one of those games where if you aim down sight, your sensitivity increases like tenfold for no real reason. So you'll see me hip fire quite a bit, especially later on. Okay. Pick up some more animus on our way out. After killing those, we had to wait for our friendly neighborhood cop to show up there. He's gonna lead us through. And band strong.
There's some silly things on these billboards.
Oh yeah, one that we won't see because we just don't really go through the area. The area is a sign for Gnome Depot. Pretty good. So ignore the walls just kind of melting from all the sprinkler water. This is just a little bit of a safety warehouse that we're gonna run through real quick, filled with werewolves. Now, this is also part of the game where they teach you that werewolves, once they die, they can respawn unless you decapitate them.
Ah, okay.
So we're going to use an Animus Blast to break that. Yeah, and usually when you kill enemies, they will also drop Animus, which is a good way to recover health.
Good thing that officer got away. That's very fortunate.
So we just have to run around this warehouse. We need to get up to the top, so we need to break down this container. Kill some more werewolves. Whoop. Excuse me, buddy.
And nobody apparently has made the joke yet, so I'm going to just make the obligatory. Everyone always asks werewolves, but no one ever asks why wolves.
Someone had to say it.
Someone had to say it. If not chat, then at least it had to be me.
We just need to open up the door and run out. Find our hidden hack here. Whoop. An important note about like the horizontal jump dash is you can't like strafe it at all. It's just a big jump forward. You can't like slow down, so you have to really commit to it. Which can be a little bit scary, especially if you're doing skips and stuff.
So do you have to use the axe to decapitate them, or okay? Well, that's my question.
If you just like do enough damage, it kind of like pops on its own.
Yeah.
But once they're like dead, you can go up and use the axe if you don't want to use ammo, which is something we'll kind of do later on.
Okay. I imagine if you're playing on like hard mode, you'd probably want to save the ammo.
Yeah. So bus skip, that's the bus right there. We just jump over that for anyone wondering what you would skip. not the biggest time save in the world for how volatile it is.
How much time does it save?
I think if you get like first try, upwards of 3 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, if you're going for like a really solid PB or record, you'd reset over it, but just to get through this run.
That'd be rough to reset that far in every time.
It used to be worse when we had to watch all the cutscenes.
Oh, true, yeah.
Another couple of minutes, we got some friendly rats running around, of course. Plenty of more hacks. Back into the subway we go. So now we're going to get a mix of Black Order soldiers and the monsters. Just kind of just the two enemy types that we'll be seeing throughout the game.
Good variety there.
Oh, yeah. But we still have plenty of other mythological creatures to encounter along the way. We can also use Animus to heal. The full thing of Animus isn't quite a full thing of health, but it's pretty close. So it's kind of like just having 2 health bars there. We also have grenades on the bottom right. We have Molotovs and frag grenades. The cool thing about frag grenades is you can like remote detonate them. It doesn't really make sense because they're just like traditional frag grenades, but for some reason you can blow them up whenever you want. But for our uses, it's actually a really handy mechanic.
I bet.
So here's another 2 hacks in a row. Gotta hack this door to get to the next one. Once we got to New York, it kind of slows down on the amount of hacks that we have to do, but standard part of the game. So here's Vivian. She just decapitates that werewolf on her own.
Nice.
They also put a lot of work into her hair for a 2008 game, especially in the cutscenes. Like there's a big focus on her hair physics. But because of high frame rate, you'll notice when she's walking around, she'll just like start clipping into the floor.
That's funny.
We'll get to it at the very end of the game, but there's an infamous elevator that breaks at anything over 30 FPS. So yeah, no, she's just like, standing at the floor. So here's LaFay. Here's the bad guy. This is where he's like, "Oh, I've double crossed you, but I'm not going to tell you my reasons."
She's getting shorter.
Also, these are fishy TVs.
Why kill us then? Deckard, I want dead for very specific reasons. And while you don't know my full
I can't hear Deckard without thinking of Blade Runner. It's like ingrained into my head now. Which means in my headcanon, you're also playing Harrison Ford.
Oh, God. I'd pay to see Harrison Ford in like a live action movie. Yeah, now she's like totally in the floor.
What?
So a little bit of a fight against Black Order's soldiers here. We're quick enough, we can kill all of the first wave of soldiers and then it's kind of gatekeep where they spawn for the rest of the fight.
A muzzle flash is real serious. My goodness.
Oh, yeah. It's another big reason to hip fire a lot of stuff. So because the enemies spawn back here, they can actually like try to take cover. So I'm going to kind of run away, get them to come out, and then go back. But now we have friendly soldiers that are coming to help us out. This is the Council of 98. In this cutscene that we just skipped, we made a man named Lexington White Deer. Which is a heck of a name. But Council of 98 is like the protectors of Pandora's Box. So they're on our side trying to help us shut things down. Another up clip here. So. Now we're just fully out of bounds once again. We got Times Square. We got Jojo Chump over there. Nice stuff to look at. Oh, there's the Gnome Depot. Go big or go gnome.
Wow. Yeah, that lateral jump looks very useful for skips.
Yeah, and then there's a checkpoint down here that we need. Also, there's a big golem walking around who's just like a conglomeration of cars and helicopters and buildings and stuff. We actually missed the checkpoint. So yeah, we're just hitting a checkpoint that loads in the next part of the map. So before we can leave New York, our big task here is to actually take down the golem. It's kind of the order we've been given by the Order of 98 by Mr. Lexington. So if you see me standing still like that, it's because standing still will let the stamina come back a little bit faster. You still didn't. Okay. Overcorrected for my mistake there. So like while bus skip itself only saves like 3 minutes, most of the out of bounds in this game skips like entire chapters, if not like 2 chapters at a time.
Oh wow.
They're pretty substantial time saves.
All right, I believe. Let's go.
And magically, we're underground. Who would have guessed that? So yeah, now we're, because we're trying to shut down the golem, there's different EMP devices that we need to power up using Animus. This one, we have a new enemy type here, these little demonic fairies. I forget their actual name. But they're in this invulnerable state until you Animus blast them, or they go to attack, in which they'll come out of it. And they've hidden parts of this EMP device around. Just going to track down the 3 bits. So I don't think this is technically classified as a boss because it's just like the fairies possessing other things. But I like to think of this as our first boss. If we don't get out of this room, we have to fight these vending machines. Okay. So if you jump into this at the right time, it just like breaks automatically and lets you out.
That's a great sentence.
So you can possess one of these vending machines here.
I guess this does sort of speak to some, like an innate desire that some of us have to just kick and punch and throttle a vending machine that, you know, eats my dollar. I wanted my chips and it stole my dollar. And I'm very upset.
It's not like one statistic of like 7 people a year died of a vending machine falling on them.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like you're more likely to die from that way than the shark attack or something.
Right.
So now we just have to play a little bit of defense on this guy. It's just a timed event. There's nothing like really to be done here. An interesting note about the assault rifle we picked up. If we hip fire it, it is just full auto. But if you aim down sight, it becomes a burst weapon.
Interesting.
Not really sure why. It's just, there's no reason given in game. That's just what happens. There's also a shotgun, but it's honestly not a great shotgun.
Really?
So many things die so quickly, or they have like really small hitboxes. The shotgun doesn't like really do great work against many enemies. It's better just have a full auto thing you can spray around.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like it's like 80% of shooters, the shotgun is the goated go-to weapon.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad option for a while. We get better guns later on. Mainly we'll encounter a minigun and the Deagle, which is massive. They do a lot of work later on in the game. So some spark soda over here, you know. And one of the most standout things about this game is just like the music. Like it has no right to be as good as it is for what this game is.
I feel like that's so many games from this era because, like, I run Alpha Prime, which is also a very, very bad game with a banging soundtrack. So this era seems to have produced a lot of those.
And then, like, while some of the areas aren't like that inspired, like this is just a subway, I think for a game from 2008, it like graphically holds up pretty well when you compare it to like Doom 3 or like 2006.
Yeah, it still looks pretty good.
Fear 2.
Yeah, especially like the hand animation, like the graphics on the hand with the animus. Yeah, that looks really good.
So here's an unskippable cutscene that is just one of my favorites. I'm glad we don't get to skip it.
Ah, I see why it's your favorite.
Yeah. So this game is a little rough to all the expendable red shirts. So here we're back in the sewers, or sewer for the first time in this. And we have random tentacles in the water.
I like that you can look at it and then look away and it still works.
Yeah. It's never like the biggest time saving the world, but it is. But it's nice.
Nice little optimization, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have another one of those fairies show up and just take the wheel that we need. Where it's a little spooky. I know it's not speedruns from the crypt, but we're getting a little scary here.
Hey, we've done horror themed episodes of Crosshair, and Eck has done shooter themed episodes of Crypt. So I feel like there's a little bit of overlap. We can encroach. That laugh is creepy. My God.
This is like a mini Kovacs aim trainer scenario here. We gotta break this fan before we get sucked into it real quick.
Shout out to Kovacs. Nice.
It moves really, really slowly. Gives you a lot of time there. You do have to be mindful of going next to weapons when you're doing this interact thing, because
that makes sense. Yeah.
interact is also the button to pick up weapons, which will interrupt you. So that one out of bounds that we did before, that actually skipped the first EMP device. The one we just did was the second one, and now we're going on to the third.
Aw, chat, I hope you are having a nice day too.
This one we have to chase through different floors as they move it around. And on the very top floor, the golem can actually like attack the building and one-shot you. So you have to be a little careful when going up here. So we're just going to come up here to a checkpoint, and then it always respawns on the first floor. So you're going to feed it a little bit, and then it's going to get moved up to the second. Because we need a lot of animus. We're going to pick this up. So I should have been the golem attacking the building, so we're probably fine, but we'll be a little careful when we go up.
Hold 9 to feed animus. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a mouse button. You know, it's something a little different.
You reroute your mouse. I do the same thing, so I get it.
Yeah. A lot of games, especially from this era, don't recognize keybind or like mouse keys properly. Yeah. So I just have my mouse keys bound to 0 and 9, which may seem weird, but it works. Okay, and this should be the final bit. There's the golem. He's down, which brings down a helicopter, which has Pandora's box. So I'm gonna make a beeline for it. Which obviously we have to go back through the subway to do. picking up grenades along the way. And more animus if we can find it. Here's actually the first EMP that we skipped, by the way. Using grenades to take out these groups of enemies. It's a little bit faster. So for the next part, we're going to not only encounter werewolves, but they also have kind of an invulnerable state until you animus blast them. Because we're going to fight so many of these, it's actually better just to solely use the axe and not like use a gun and reload. Because it takes 3 swings with the axe to fully kill a werewolf here. It's pretty quick to just spam it.
I do appreciate how clean and kind of put together his shirt and jacket are, despite the fact that he's been running around New York City in the subways and in the sewer as much as he has.
Oh yeah, it's also after meeting up with the Order 98 who have like full tactical gear and everything.
That's it, yeah.
There's actually a cutscene that I love that we actually skipped now, in which they're all like using earpieces to communicate and they have their hand to their ear. And it's supposed to look like Deckard has one as well, but they never actually like put one on his model. So in the cutscene, he just like holds his hand up to his ear, like just randomly. Just trying to fit in. We should be all good. This is actually going to take us out of New York. We're going to start going towards an abandoned cathedral. I don't remember if they ever say exactly where it's supposed to be located. I believe it's somewhere in Europe, but yeah, we start going on our globe-trotting adventure here. So we're in a helicopter that crashed. We're going to lower our frame rate for this trick. Just climbing this is a little frame rate dependent. This is known as Graveyard Skip, which used to be also kind of like Bus Skip, an upclip with high frame rate. That was just really awful to do. But on trigger, a glitch hunter and runner a couple months ago found a better setup for this. Say better, it's still a little reliant on collision, so we're just gonna sprint jump over to this.
Oh.
Sprint jump on top of here and get over the wall for a checkpoint.
Nice.
So it used to be at the what we jumped to at the end, we just didn't upclip on that, and it was just completely random. So shout out to On Trigger for making that significantly better. He's also found a bunch of other small optimizations and a handful of skips. But now we're trying to make our way to the abandoned church, because there is supposed to be a hard drive LaFay hid that kind of like talks about all his plans and stuff and has a lot of info on it that we need. And do another just jump across here. Another fun hack for the, you know, for the sake of it. Oh, wait, nope, make that 2 hacks for the sake of it.
It seems like a much easier hack to do than to like have to rearrange a bunch of pipes for the fluid to go through from one end to the other.
Here's where we get our main weapons. We got the minigun, which has 200 rounds. And this is the Deagle, which is just massive. But yeah, this game, you can cut up watermelons if you want, you know. There's also a store over here with a bread maker and adult diapers in it.
Oh, man. Impressive how specific these are.
So the Deagle is going to be our main damage dealer. Regular werewolves, it can basically one-shot. These are also alpha werewolves, which we were supposed to meet somewhere along the way in the graveyard section that we skipped over. You can notice their black mane. Also, this cutscene kind of glitches out at high frame rates. Supposed to be climbing through there. They're a little bit tougher. They take a bit more to kill. This is just, you gotta kill them all to advance, so. Not much going on here.
Well, this might be a good time for me to jump in and remind folks that today's episode of Crosshair is featuring 3 runs from the SGDQ submissions list. And that's because SGDQ 2026 will be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 5th to the 11th. If you want info about that event, head to gdq.gg. You can learn more or register for the event. And stay tuned for the schedule coming out in just a couple of weeks. It's coming out May 1st.
Also, here's our abandoned cathedral we're trying to get to way back there. Nice moonlight shot.
The noises they make are definitely not what I'm used to hearing werewolves make for. Seen a lot of werewolves in a lot of media in my time, and they've never made that noise.
They're a little special, you know. Gotta change it up. So after that, we just took a nap. We're waking up here.
Sleep well? Main assault's underway, but the Black Order's dug in all over town. It's gonna be a long walk to the cathedral.
This part's kind of amusing because he throws you the SMG, but it still relies on the last 2 weapons you had. So like when we load in here, we just don't have the SMG anymore. Also, we're going to the Pussycat Club, you know. Not really, we just run past that place. But I hear good things about it.
Oh yeah, get very good reviews on Yelp.
Mm-hmm. So of course we have to, you know, bring back the sewers in this place too. And now all those the little fairies just kind of become pests. They're like flip switches that you've already flipped and hide stuff away. They're not really enemies at this point in the game. There is actually a boss fight up here, but we're going to, if everything goes well, skip it. We'll see the enemy later on, but there's another big baddie here. We're just going to load in the next part of the map and then jump into this corner.
Very nice.
Yeah. See all the griffins flying around. Now we just need to once again jump off towards this cube. We'll load the next part.
2-colored Rubik's Cube.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't have enough for 3 colors. That's insane. So the Deagle, anytime we're doing actual combat's what I tend to go for, but if we just need to shoot something randomly, we're going to pull out the machine gun because we can just spray. I'm not really have to worry about it too much. And there's one exception to that, and which we'll get into with the next big baddie, but we're going to break this chain from far away down here, which gives us a checkpoint. Skip a little bit of climbing. Another fun little, you gotta run around, pull the lever, walk away. You also can't sprint in water, which makes this even slower, but...
Oh, geez. Flashbacks to Dark Souls 3 swamps. Let's say the level, the navigation around the level is really cool here. Like the kind of spinning around different corners and stuff.
And we got to go into pretty cool boss fight here. Another fun cutscene. Oh, the boss fight's 3 werewolves. Look at that. Bunch of cuties.
Yarnum? What?
Oh, just kidding. It's a griffin.
Okay. So the griffin kills the shadows of Yarnum. Got it. Got it.
Yep. For this, we're going to abandon the deagle strategy and just lay into it with the minigun. Also throw some Molotovs just to set it on fire.
I take it there's no way to save that guy.
Oh, no. We're also going to try to lead it across the arena because this is where we need to go in the ends. And I can do a hack and grab the Animus from the Griffin if everything goes well. He's a little bit off. So there's a little bit of a reload skip you can do on weapons by like swapping to a weapon quickly. It'll just reload it instantly. It's not the most consistent. It's not really that useful either, but we do have that tech. Now we're down here where all of these guys are just camping out, not helping at all.
They're on their union mandated break right now. They can't.
There's some pretty fun animations. Also, you can just like axe this guy in the face.
He's just trying to do his job. And
Wake up.
Here you are.
That was dangerous to me when I had to do my tech check. Like, just wake up.
I wasn't going to miss that part.
Here's the cathedral. Oh, we just have, another round of werewolves and Black Order soldiers guarding it all. We gotta make our way through. Okay, so we just need our friendly soldier to come up here and put a charge on this. Oh, it's just I survive many werewolves until a griffin comes over here.
So it looks like this is just a full-on horde mode. And speaking of horde mode, chat, if you want to see what's coming up on Hotfix and the horde of different shows we have on it, you can head on over to gdq.gg/hotfix and check out this week's schedule. And you can also submit your runs to potentially be showcased here on Hotfix. So if you want to be on Hotfix, go head on over there, gdq.gg/hotfix, and submit your runs. You could end up on a future episode of one of our shows.
Okay, got a little physics in this game. Also, like this werewolf here, like he went down, but because I didn't decapitate him, he wasn't considered dead, which is a thing you kind of have to look out for in this run. If you think, I think a fight's over and it's not ending, it's probably just a werewolf that's like waiting to regenerate. Many times. Here's a flamethrower guy. He's actually like the scariest enemy in the game. They can do so much damage so quickly. And the fire's kind of broken, so you like never actually see the flame. So you can just like walk into it without knowing. Pretty scary.
Someone finally said it. I was trying to think, this game reminds me of something, but I couldn't pin what it was. Somebody finally said it, Resistance Fall of Man. I was like, I could not remember what game it was, but as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's the game it reminds me of, yeah.
Also, there's Lexington, by the way. We didn't get a look at him before. So we got the hard drive, and we brought it back to the... well, here's McBoozy, the janitor. He's a really cool guy. This is the Council of 98's like headquarters here. We have Pandora's box and everything. You can do a lot of testing on different mythological creatures, get a lot of info. But we're just going to go straight for the story. Which it turns out that the hard drive had a like Trojan virus on it, so he was expecting us to come and find it, and he's hacked into the system now.
Bum, bum, bum.
So the Black Order is on its way to come get the box, but they've also just unleashed hell and the UK here, because we're under the Houses of Parliament now. We made our way to London.
We went from New York City to London, okay.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of an auto scroller here. That should be all the first wave.
The cargo platform isn't moving, but its systems look good to go. Try and get that elevator back online.
Okay. Oh, one guy survived. All right, cool. Not that he matters at all, but it's always interesting to see how many friendly soldiers survived that onslaught.
Doesn't matter. That man has a wife and kids.
I don't know. These guys don't anymore. So we're gonna pick up some more friendlies, but we're gonna have an attack of werewolves on us. So just gonna take them out before they get up here. That guy does not want to die.
I see what you mean about hitboxes being small.
His body flew all the way over there. Nice.
That was cool.
So we're making our way up to the rooftop. Oh, he like clipped him. We're gonna have like a giant sky full of griffins attacking us. We're gonna hopefully just bypass all of that and go straight to the boss fight. So one of the harder tricks to pull off, because we can't kill any of the enemies, otherwise the griffin will come down and just be a real nuisance. We're gonna hope the enemies don't kill us or just die on their own. Otherwise, we have to reload this checkpoint here. Also gonna trade out this assault rifle for another minigun. So at the start of the level, it does take all of our weapons away, so we have to kind of rearm ourselves there. So we're gonna blow up this so we have some collision to stand on. And we're gonna lower the frame rate so we don't get pushed out of this, hopefully. We'll let stamina come all the way back, so we're gonna try to shift dash up here. If we get close enough, we can kind of just hug the wall and like scoot up the wall, but if we're too low, it's not really worth it, so we're just gonna...
Ooh.
Good. So depending on where you're looking, it'll move you up and drain stamina. We're just gonna hold.
Let's go.
So we should be able to grab some of this animus through the wall. And we need to jump up here too.
This reminds me so much of Trepang 2. Like this out of bounds navigation.
The worst part about the out of bounds and stuff in this game is relying on stamina. It is
Yeah.
it's not great. When things go wrong, like you just have to just wait. Okay.
Nice.
So now we're over here. We need to jump against this wall and hit escape so we can load in the next part of the map.
Oh, nice.
Just traverse past all of this. So if you had one guess at what the boss monster is going to be for this level, what would be your guess?
I'm going to say a griffin or a werewolf.
Okay, you'd be absolutely incorrect.
Really?
Yeah. Something a little bit bigger.
A kraken.
It's a giant kraken.
Of course.
Who could have seen that
That
coming?
clock tower had no like significance of any sort. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the best way to deal with the kraken? That's right, a rocket launcher.
It's already 5 taught me that.
So it's got its tentacles, and there's eyes on each tentacle. You need to hit that, and that'll make him angry enough to open his mouth. And then you shoot a rocket into his mouth. And you have to do this 4 times.
Jeez. It's like an auto scroller.
Also, rocket launchers can one-shot griffins. You know.
Let's go.
Also, like half the time hitting a tentacle with a rocket will just like not register properly. Which is great.
Nice. Is that like frame rate related, or just is that just the game?
But it's just the game. It's just like depending on what the tentacle's doing at the time. It'll take the hit, but it just like won't count. So like that one got hit, but nothing came of it. It just wants to be that way. I'm also making sure I leave this fight with the rocket launcher and extra rockets. So we can have those for later, because it is a very useful weapon. But if you have it out, you move extremely slowly, unless you're sprinting. Sprinting will move at normal speed, but walking is like 10 times slower. It's a little weird, but we'll just put it on my backpack for a little bit. So now we're back in New York. So we head towards the end of the game. We need to make our way back there, but we're in a collapsing building with a bunch of werewolves who love to just get in the way.
Do you know how long a run of this would be if you didn't like do any major chapter skips or anything like that?
It wouldn't be that much longer. It'd be less than 2 hours without out of bounds and stuff. Probably.
Just curious how much that saved.
It's more grenades. For a little bit of a time save here and jump. Just sneak in, skip out some running arounds. Now we need to not hit an enemy trigger here, but just going around the side of the room. That way we can go for this bit of a skip. And if I overshoot this, the flame will just kill me, so hopefully...
Crossing
not an issue we run into. Yeah.
Ooh.
Flame is pretty nasty there. So the high frame rate makes collision really fickle in this game. This is also not something you're supposed to stand on it in the first place.
I believe. Nice.
And we're gonna just jump towards this checkpoint way over here.
Let's go.
You kind of get a first punching a boulder moment casually in this game. You usually just have to like roll a boulder that we get a bypass, unfortunately, in this. It's a big boulder blocking hallway. It's like, oh, just push it out of the way. I'm going to do an up clip on this window. The title theme for all of like 5 seconds. That just skips a forced fight there. It's a relatively small skip. The biggest thing with like not doing skips, if you want to do more of a like glitchless run, would just be routing the combat stuff, ammo and grenades.
Makes sense, yeah.
But most of the forced fights aren't too bad. It's just giant groups of werewolves and stuff. Another enemy type that we kind of ran past are these like blood-sucking leeches. You may have seen from like other games. They kind of make a brief return this part here. So we need to turn on some valves so we can start some fires. I'll wait for our friendly soldiers to show up and save us. And we're on to the last mission. So this is New York still. Somehow LaFay's had this giant building constructed with like an Animus machine on top. Like just got past building regulations. No one ever questioned what he was doing at the top of this, but that rocket launcher we saved from the Kraken we're going to use for this Griffin. Just to one-shot it.
Smart.
And then the other ones we'll save for the enemies on the inside. We got some roly-poly boys. Also, there's the Statue of Liberty. Somehow its head just got here. In case you weren't sure if we were in New York, we are. And now we got to climb the tower. Everyone's favorite part of the game. So one of the bosses we were supposed to meet a long time ago that we skipped right past is actually the Minotaur. And they bring it back here as a double boss fight. There's actually a double boss fight before the Kraken as well. Things behave nicely. We can just animate blasts and then rocket launch and it should die. Sometimes, like the Kraken tentacles, like it won't deal the proper damage. So we have an extra rocket. Okay, both dead. Sweet. Also, if this game wasn't like cursed enough, like this elevator button layout is just horrific to look at. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, in what world does that ever make sense?
Yeah, going down to go up a floor is weird. Yeah.
It's So the reason we're back in New York is because during the Kraken fight, the Black Order, LaFay's private army, not only stole Pandora's box, but also kidnapped Vivian as well, and has her held hostage in this tower. So we're going to save her and then put a stop to LaFay and his giant machine up here. Here we have a helicopter. We just need to hide long enough for it to blow up in the pathway. And try not to take damage as you run through here. So it's really nice to go into the final fight with health and animus. So like the brief final bit of exposition stuff before we go into the final fight. We gotta save Vivian here. There she is. There's a couple of those devices around that are like little devices that you put animus into, and it like briefly controls like werewolves and stuff for you. For the run, it's never useful. Casually, it's like somewhat of a thing to deal with, but they don't make great use of that mechanic. So just gonna grab a couple tools. But yeah, this is how slow you move the rocket launcher out. It's pretty bad. But we should just need a machine gun from this point on. So she's gonna open up the final elevator. And if you've ever played this game casually, you probably ran into the issue where you're playing this game, you got to the final elevator and you just clipped through it every time and you couldn't beat it and you gave up and you forgot about the game. It is the #1 issue everyone has playing this game. If you're playing at anything above 30 FPS, you just fall through the elevator. And you can't even use like River Tuner or something like that to limit it when you get here. You have to change it in the game file.
Wow.
So it used to be that we had to quit out, change the file itself, and then load the game back up to continue. But someone a couple months ago actually made a fix for this where you can change it through a hotkey through the engine itself. So we can just not have to do that anymore.
Nice.
Which is a massive, massive headache gone. It's a pretty cool fix, you know. 18 years after release.
That's when the best patches finally come out.
Yeah. So here's the final arena. There's 3 of these machines that we're gonna have to go and turn off. And then we need to give this Pandora's Box machine enough animus where it gets overloaded and blows up. So there's LaFay. But he puts a giant bubble shield around it. So we need Vivian to come in and hack. Hacking in.
Looks like she's playing a piano concerto rather than typing with her fingers moving like that. We do have to appreciate the music here. You're just being a bop. Super good.
Take things a little slow and just pick up the extra animus along the way. So a full thing of animus will be enough to overload the machine, so we want to have that in our system. As well as a decent amount of health, because we're just going to tank the damage at the end of the run. And then time is when the cutscene starts, and they save one of the best deaths for last. Life A gets absolutely just brutalized.
Oh, let's go.
That's it. And time.
GG. Oh, we gotta watch this.
Explode Pandora's box. Everything goes crazy. There's a lot of sequel baiting this does, but because it's a game from 2008 and we haven't seen a Legendary 2, it never really happened. So he just gets the
Oh my god.
special treatment of just everything along the way.
Brutality.
Yeah, like the Council of 98, the protectors of the box, are like, all right, you're too dangerous, and maybe we can use your hands for other purposes. So we're going to tranquilize you, and apparently Vivian gets vaporized in this giant explosion. And at the end of the credits, you see, like, Deckard escaped, and he's, like, made friends with the Griffin and stuff, which, you know, I don't know who owns the rights to this game, but hopefully one day we can crowdfund a Legendary 2.
That'd be cool.
See their thoughts. Yeah, thanks for having me. Maybe this will be at SGDQ. Who knows?
That's the hope.
I said, if you ever want to play this game and you run into some issues, there's a lot of community fixes now, which makes it a little bit better. And you can get it for less than $1. So if that doesn't sell you on it, I don't know what will.
Yeah, and everybody go follow Blood Thunder, twitch.tv/Blood Thunder. One of the chillest streams I've ever sat in. So go give this man a follow. And yeah, I'll be crossing my fingers and hoping that this gets into SGDQ, because I would love to see it on the big main stage. Alrighty, folks, we are going to welcome back to Crosshair. We just had a legendary run of Legendary. The game was called Legendary, and we are going to spin it right into our next run, which is with our man Mitras doing what is, in my opinion, the best FromSoft game, and it's not even close. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Mitch, take it away.
Well, you're absolutely right about that. I love this game. Not exactly not exactly sure how we fit into the theme of, Crosshair and
there are
bullets and all that, but we'll do our best. We'll find connections. There are bullets. I've seen them. They exist in the game for sure. But yeah, that's all you really need to know. I'm here joined with my commentator.
Hello.
Josh Arena.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me on commentary today. Also, +1 to the Sekiro is best opinion. Yep. Great game.
Heck yeah.
Very excited for it.
At least 1A Sekiro, 1B Elden Ring.
Yeah.
They're both awesome. But speedrunning, though, this game is a treat. This game is so fast, so much fun, just constant action. So I'm excited to get into it. This is the Shura ending, meaning the fast ending, the bad ending, where you kind of skip the last bit of the game, and it's glitchless, so I'm not going to be doing any big glitches. There are a few little skips that just skip like walking sections and things like that, and there's some like AI manipulations, exploits if you will, but nothing that the community has determined is a glitch. So I'm excited to get into it, and I think we can probably just go ahead and get it started. So I can count us down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck.
All right.
go.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you.
And this run kind of starts off like
All right.
high octane right away.
Yeah.
It's like kind of low octane for the run because it's just a tutorial section where you're just kind of trying to get through without dying, but it is immediate movement and trying not to get hit. We are jumping here because we don't have our sword yet, and FromSoft did not program in a running animation if you don't have your sword. So jumping is just a little bit faster than walking. I'm also looking down here as an AI manipulation. If you're not looking at enemies, they behave slightly differently. So by looking down, I'm both slightly less likely to get shot, although it can still happen. And when we get to Kuro here to talk to him, he hopefully will not turn around because I looked down.
Ah.
Thanks for your patience, folks. Apparently, Mitch rizzed too hard and broke the stream. So, Mitch, we're going to need you to not rizz quite so hard this time. If you want to go ahead and count us down, we can start over.
Yeah, I will try not to. But yeah, let's go ahead and get
Turn it down.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck again.
Thank you again.
Yeah, very common problem that Mitch has actually. This Riz is just it's way too high.
Just too much. That's why they call me Mitch Riz. All right. Unfortunately, since we had to start over, I lost a whole half a second at the start from if you start the game again without fully closing it, you just stand still at the start for half a second. We don't know why. Fun fact. Also, this time, since the gunner got startled as I walked by, I actually don't have to look down. I don't have to do that AI manipulation. He's basically going to manipulate himself differently because he got startled. So I can just run and look up instead of having to look at the floor.
See, we're already learning new things because we had to start over.
Yeah. And this is interesting.
And Kuro didn't turn. Hooray.
Let's go.
Thank you, Kuro. This is like kind of brand new intel for me. Like I, you know, it's been a long time since I have run Sekiro myself, but you know, obviously I do have some experience with it. And you know, back whenever I was running, this was sort of like there wasn't as much known about these gunners. We kind of just would jump and pray, honestly. So that's cool that y'all have figured out so much about them.
Yeah, it actually, I mean, I learned this actually from Parky. I think Parky learned it from someone else, but I always credit Park and Harbor for showing me that the looking down works if you don't get the startle. I used to just hope for the startle, and I would like try to move in specific ways to get it, but it was never consistent, so I'm glad there's a good backup.
That's very cool.
Here, again, we have to put our sword away, so I can't sprint. And the goal here is just to die to Genichiro as fast as possible. Classic FromSoft. It's you kind of have to lose anyway. Ooh, nice, and I got it. If you look down at just the right time, Genichiro will actually teleport to you. It's kind of hard to tell because I'm not looking at him, but yeah, FromSoft literally teleports enemies to you sometimes when you're not looking at them. You'll notice it a lot with dogs. It's the classic FromSoft dogs teleporting on top of you. But yeah, it can happen with other enemies as well, including Genichiro.
You did a great job dying to that boss, Mitch.
Thank you. It's my specialty.
That was optimal.
It's actually my specialty. The number of times I've died to bosses in this game, I bet I'm better at dying to bosses than you, Mitch.
Oh.
You know, maybe. Here, I'm going to go a little out of my way for something suboptimal. The Shuriken Wheel. The reason I'm getting that is because I really want to fit into the theme of Crosshair. So, oh, I forgot my movement. So I've gotten the one ranged device in the game so that I can fire some sort of projectile. It makes it count.
Shurikens are basically bullets, honestly.
I mean,
if you think about it.
I had Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie on this show, so if it's a projectile,
his coconut gun can fire in bursts. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. Yeah, so true.
Here we got the Gachin Sugar, which makes you a lot harder to see, which makes it easy to sneak by these guys and sneak up on the ogre to get a stealth death blow, which takes out half of his health right away. And then I have a specific attack sequence I want to go for. 2, 3, dodge aside 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn away on 7, so he misses. 2, 3, deflect that, hit until he staggers, and there we go. Nice.
That is such a satisfying fight to watch. Like, there's no wasted movement there whatsoever.
Yeah, there is an even slightly faster way to fight him, where instead of going around behind him, you stay in front of him. And the reason for that is because as he's turning, he recovers a little bit of posture. So if you can stay in front of him, it's like super risky, but you can save one hit. And at the world record level, one hit matters. So it's very impressive if you can pull it off. I'm going to try for a really hard skip here that I'm probably going to mess up. It's frame perfect. Did not get it.
Darn.
Try again. Oh! Got it, but the heart...
Very nice.
No, missed the second bit. That's the easier part. No. Oh, now I'm all the way back.
Double
well, I'm not
canyon
gonna go for
into
it yet.
canyon.
Yep.
It is
The double canyon
genuinely.
bit
It's such
is
a
the
hard
frame
part of this
perfect.
run.
It's so hard. It's so hard. It is the hardest bit of this run. Luckily, it's right at the very start, so you can just reset till you get it. And I'm gonna get it this time. The single canyon. There we go.
Well, we got to see
So
the double canyon bit too, so
Yeah.
I'm happy.
We got to see both bits of the double canyon just like separated. One bit. and then the other bit. Yeah. All right, we're coming up on our first major boss, Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. Ask me how I know his name.
Does he
My
tell you his name?
name.
He might tell you his name. Unfortunately, we don't
Spoilers.
have subtitles on, so unless you know Japanese, you might not quite know that he's telling you his name.
But Spanish is the best language for this fight, so.
Me llamo.
Well,
This is gonna be another counting boss fight, isn't
3,
it?
4, 5,
Yep.
6. Yep. 1.
And the reason Mitch is counting here.
2, 3.
Is to
Oh,
get
this
these
is a weird
staggers.
spot. All right, there we go. And now he staggers. Sometimes I have to count in my head because I get lost trying to count out loud. But yeah, every 9 hits, he's going to stagger. And so we don't actually want him to stagger too early because he runs away after he staggers. So I'm going to try to get a bunch of deflects in and only a few hits and not get to 9 until he's almost dead. Okay, this is a bit of an unlucky attack. Hopefully afterwards he runs at me. Nope, runs away.
Classic Gyobu shenanigans.
Yep. Okay, he should be dead after this, though. There we go. Didn't even
Well
get
done.
the stagger in the second phase because we got some weird attacks, but not the worst fight.
And I take it
My hot take.
having him run off the edge strat is a glitch, so it's not allowed.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. It's both skipping a major boss because you have to skip his fog wall, which in itself is considered a glitch, and it's an instant kill, which is also generally considered a glitch.
Gotcha.
I think people kind of sleep on Gyobu as a boss because he's like an early game boss and you kind of forget about him. But I mean, he is a very technical fight and probably one of the harder fights on this run, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, like I would say at least top 3. I would say probably top 1 hardest. Like realistically, it's just I've done him so many times because he's at the start of the run that I feel very confident in him. But yeah, he's super technical. At the highest level, they basically have come up with even more ways to like manipulate him and do specific things that can be. It can lead to very fast fights, but you reset on him like 90% of the time.
And he's one of these bosses that if you do mess up it, he can just eat so much of your time because he'll run away and stall.
Yeah. It's rough. I would say for new players especially, he is just a big difficulty point. All right, here I'm going to go for a slightly risky strat. I'm going to run between these two guys so that they see me. They shoot, which causes him to turn around so I can jump over his head. It's a little faster than killing him. Buff there. Deflect the bull. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Dodge. Unlucky slow attack. 4 hits here till he staggers. Dash to hit him in the head twice more. And there we go.
GG.
Nice bull. You can
It's
see the guy
genuinely
just
so
running over
satisfying.
there at the sound of the shot. It's very funny. He's just running at the fog wall. Bye-bye.
Honestly, another like pretty difficult technical fight there for a lot of reasons with the, the enemies that are also in the fight versus, and then like, you want to prevent him from running away with the head staggers as well.
Yeah, there are easier versions of it where you just kill the enemies instead of hoping that they run towards the fog wall, but it does lose you a couple seconds, so All right, here we've got one of our skips in the run, front side dojo skip. Nice, got it first try. The wall, the like ceiling above you extends out further than it looks like, and so you have to jump way out to the side to wall jump back up onto it. Here for Genny, we're going to use an AI manipulation called dead angling. Basically, if you attack while facing sideways or away from an enemy, they won't try to block your attack, even if it ends up hitting them. So we just keep attacking while facing slightly away from him. And then on the 5th attack, it wouldn't hit him normally, but we can turn towards him right as the attack is about to connect, and he still won't think to block it because we started the attack facing away. That is called a turnaround dead angle or a 180 dead angle. We'll see that again later, but for Genny, we only have to use it on 1/5 of the attacks. Nice. That gets us the first 2 phases, and then the last phase, I'm going to use the Akko Sugar and turn around, and his attack should just miss, as long as I just turn directly around. Nice. And then we can start fighting him. We're hoping for lightning. This is perfect. 2, 3, 4. Oh, double lightning. Ooh.
Ooh. Very nice.
Double luck there. Almost ended with a deflect death blow, which would have been faster as well, but 2 lightnings, still a great Genny fight. I cannot.
I mean, that's the RNG you want to see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is the second fastest Genny I have ever had, according to my splits.
Holy cow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This I'm just being a little silly. It can save you a tiny bit of real time. I didn't get it. You can make the cutscene skipping there slightly faster. It doesn't count against you in the in-game time that we use for the timer anyway, so you don't have to do it, but I try. If you jump at just the right moment, you can somehow skip the cutscene faster. No idea why.
There's a lot of stuff like that in this game, where it's like, we don't know why this happens, but we know that we should do it.
Yeah, exactly. We have discovered what works. We've tried to look through the code, and we just cannot figure out why. Here we have to talk to Kuro a certain number of times. Luckily, each time that we talk to him, we can skip immediately because I have the subtitles turned off. If the subtitles were on, you'd have to go through the entire dialogue for it to count. But when you have the subtitles off, for some reason, you just skip and it just says, yep, no, it counts, you're good.
That actually took, I feel like that took the speedrunning community as a whole an embarrassingly high amount of time to figure out. Like,
yeah, it was like a year or something.
Yeah, we were speedrunning.
Wow.
Yeah, just with the and like we would have to match through them all individually, and so that was a huge issue with like RSI for me, was having to match through all the dialogue. So that was a huge time save for and just quality of life buff for the whole run.
Mm-hmm. Here we are getting a skill book so that we can get a few skills that will make things faster, but also time loss just for you. I'm going to equip that shuriken so we could actually use it later.
Let's go.
Have a projectile. You know what? It actually might be faster on monkeys now that I think about it. I'm gonna equip it now. We're gonna think about it at least.
Okay.
Routing on the fly here.
Mm-hmm. It probably. I know it's faster to use shuriken on the monkeys in Shura No Air Swim, a different category. So it might be faster here as well.
We're gonna find out.
I'll try it out at least. We'll see. Or I might
loving the innovation,
ruin the strategy.
But then you could say this has never happened before.
It's never happened before.
Yeah. And I think we have a consistent 100% rate of having at least one of those per episode of Crosshair. So you would be the one for this episode.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, we need that because there's not a lot of those in this category. I feel like I've seen everything. So if there is that's never happened before, it would be surprising. All right, here there are some Akko Sugar, which increases your attack power. We've actually used a few of them already on that boat to the left, but it's a little bit faster to actually skip these Akko and get some later instead. It does mean we'll be missing out on Akko for one of the fights, But it turns out the time saved with the Akko versus the time it takes to pick those up, it is slightly faster to not pick them up. Like, very, very slightly faster. I should have grabbed them for safety because this is technically a marathon run, but, like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Is it just like a difference of like 2 hits or something?
It's like an entirely different strat. Hold on, I gotta get 5. There we go. It's for the long arm centipede. Instead of like deflecting him in his face and then like doing the mortal draw after, or there's like 10 different strats for him. But the no Akko strat is you have to deflect him in the air and then like land on him such that it staggers him out of his combo so that you can do a mid-air mortal draw as you're landing. It's really cool when it works, but it also means you have to jump in a very precise spot, and if you're off, then it loses a bunch of time. And if you land in the really wrong spot, your mortal draw can get completely canceled, and then you lose a lot of time. So hopefully that won't happen.
That would never happen.
No, that's never, well, actually that has happened before.
No, it's never happened before.
Preempt it, but
it's honestly amazing how technical this run has gotten just over the years. Like, you know, the last time that I really ran this category, it kind of felt for the most part like you were just fighting things, and it wasn't that precise. But I don't know, I love it.
Yeah, new strat here on Roberto. We pop the Akko in his face, and then need to count out 3, 4. Wait for this. Mikiri. Stagger him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodge backwards. Puts him right up against the wall. And boom.
GG.
Nice Roberto.
Very nice.
Roberto. Yeah, so that is one of the reasons we get the skill books is we get the Mikiri counter there because it does a ton of posture damage to Roberto and sets us up always with a nice combo that ends with him right at one of the windows to fall out. We used to not get it, but it turns out that it does save time to have Mikiri there. There's also a super new strat where you do mid-air deflects on him that maybe is faster, but they're still working on like timing it and figuring out the specifics. But yeah, new innovations every day in this game that's been out for 7 years at this point. Holy!
Didn't know we were playing Tony Hawk, Mitch.
There is a recent Jet Set Radio Future mod that was made for Sekiro that I kind of want to try out.
I've seen that. It's so silly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing I think of when I think of Sekiro is Jet Set Radio. Yeah.
Jet Set Radio, yeah. That's it. All right, for the monkeys, it's supposed to be a puzzle boss where you're supposed to... Okay, here we're going to try the shuriken. Hey-ya! Yeah, that is actually slightly faster.
No way. Wow.
As long as I don't miss. Oh.
All right.
Okay, I'm missing, so now it's slower, but, you know. It's slightly faster than slashing and takes the same number of hits, 4. So that would be...
Oh, that's cool.
Not on the last one here, because it's fast to just take the backstab, but yeah, it would have saved me time if I had done it right. So, neat.
We've seen new routing potential here live at GDQ. Oh,
I mean, it's still slower overall to get and equip the shuriken, but
okay, look, I'm
you
trying
at least
here,
save back like a second or two.
But you know what? Those were bullets, kind of.
Yeah, kind of bullets, kind of bullets.
One might say you had those monkeys in your crosshair.
Oh,
hey, let's go.
All right, now we've finally got the Mortal Blade, which gives us the Mortal Draw combat art, which is the most powerful combat art in the game.
It's decent.
And yeah, it's all right. It's just gonna kind of destroy everything like immediately.
Surely it's not gonna two-shot like half the bosses for the rest of the run.
Surely not.
So there's an old myth that when the game first came out, everyone thought Mortal Draw was like kind of whatever, like, oh, it's not very good. And
that's not a myth. It was. It was
really?
horrible. It got buffed massively in the first patch of the game.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like buffed and then it got nerfed or something.
No, it has only been buffed. Yeah, its original form was like kind of unusable, to be honest.
Oh wow.
And was it just in general flat across the board, or was it just the jumping? Because I know the jumping is like extremely powerful.
Yeah, the jumping also got added in that same patch, that is more powerful when jumping.
Okay.
That did not also happen in the original patch. One bad thing about using the shuriken on the monkeys, I have less spirit emblems than I normally would.
Uh-oh.
So the strat for Centipede is not quite going to work how it normally does. It'll be fine by the end of the run, but we'll lose a little bit of time on Centipede. And it really would have been good to have the Akko now.
This has never happened before.
This has never happened before. It has never happened before because I've never grabbed the shuriken before.
Yeah, he's never done it this
I
way
should have grabbed
before,
that idol.
counts.
Uh-oh, this is dangerous. This is the most dangerous area, the gun fort. Crosshair.
Hey.
But it's completely random. It's out of my control whether I live or die here, and I forgot to grab the safety idol. So if we die, we're losing a lot of time.
I hated this part playing this for the first time.
It sucks. Oh, that's not good. Well, gotta send it anyway. Ooh. Living?
That's absurd.
Ah, not quite living, but
You made it through the bad part.
Shadows. Yeah.
They
Shadows die
twice. They die twice.
That's
right.
it.
Yeah,
And
thankfully
so-
dying in a good spot to get the revive.
Yeah,
True,
if
yeah.
you die over the bottomless pit and you drop into it, you do not revive, so it's really bad.
In that case, shadows only die once. It's actually like,
Yeah.
it's really sad.
No, I got the box meme. That's never happened before. That actually happens all the time. What? He just reset his combo? That's never happened before. Genuinely.
Oh, okay, let's go.
I love From Software games.
So silly sometimes.
Okay, well, not the worst ever fight. It's fine.
Just
It
when
is
you
very-
think you've seen everything.
Yeah. It is very funny how obvious of a parry check that guy is. It's just like, hey, did you learn how to deflect? Did you learn how to deflect? If you didn't, you're going to need to learn how to deflect right now.
Well, it's also especially funny because as soon as you get the first one, you can just spam the button. I don't time that at all. I just press the button as fast as I can and it works.
Snake.
Snake!
Here also, you might think, shouldn't you rest at the idol? You're on 1 health, no heals, no revives. But nah, it'll be fine.
Nah.
Famous last words.
As long as I don't miss this grapple, which I didn't, we're fine. It is also lucky when you drop into water, you cannot fully die from that. You can be put down to 1 health, which we did, but you cannot fully die, so no matter how low I got in the gun fort, we were always going to be fine.
Good job avoiding the snake there.
Yep. You're supposed to puppeteer the monkey and like distract the snake, but if you jump just right, you can just get around him. Here you have to run in a very specific way so that these guys don't see me. It worked.
Yeah, all of these enemies also shoot projectiles, so it's really important to not aggro them.
But if they were aggroed, then all the more qualification this would have to be on Crosshair.
Even more bullets.
Even more.
Even more.
Yeah,
Well,
very
there was a
clean snake
gunshot
eyes.
behind us as I ran. There is one guy
Ooh.
that does see you eventually, but not in time to shoot you before you get to run away. Yeah, Snake Eyes unfortunately gave us the slow attack, which is a grab. It's just literally takes longer than her other attacks, and we have to wait to deflect it. So did lose some time, but it's not a big deal. There I did a cool delayed jump, a swag jump.
Yeah, that was
is what we
nice.
call it in this case, because it gains you a tiny bit of time for getting it. But yeah, let me get just enough distance to get the grapple without having to jump a second time.
And we do have the hardest boss in the run coming up here.
So
The
tough.
absolute hardest. Yep.
Harder than Demon of Hatred and Ishin combined.
Easily. But
Mitch
you
is
know,
gonna have to lock in.
for the swag, I'm gonna try to use some shurikens here to see if I can
Whoa.
invent new strats on the fly. All right, here we go. Okay, well that was not very effective. Not as effective as the monkeys. It did like 2 posture damage.
That was cool, though.
Yeah.
And you made short work of the hardest boss in the game.
The hardest boss in any game, really.
Yeah. That could have gone wrong at any second.
All right, we're coming up on the Corrupted Monk, the one contentious, ruling, glitch or no glitch. Everything else, the community is pretty in agreement on, like, everything that's allowed. Yep, that's not a glitch, that's not a glitch. This one, it's a little more split.
I like this. This is like one of my favorite strats, honestly.
It's pretty fun. We're going to stay in stealth where she can't see us, even though we're in the arena where she's supposed to see us. We're gonna hit her with items. She's still somehow not gonna even know that we exist. And then we're gonna use that to back her up just close enough towards a pillar that we get a stealth death blow from the air. I also have only grabbed the minimum number of supplies for this, so I have to do it perfectly. Otherwise, we're gonna lose a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got it.
Very
Perfect
nice.
stealth death blow.
Very nice.
Another very satisfying one.
Yeah.
It's also like really tight on the timing there.
Yeah, for a while we thought you had to use 5 Ash in order to get her to back up enough, but then we discovered if you walk to just the right spot and you time everything perfectly back to back, you can do it with 4. And now I just always do it with 4, but I really should not for a marathon. I'm really probably taking this a little too relaxed, but hey, it's working, so.
Never punished.
Never punished. And now I finally get to have health again. If anyone was anxious about me being at 1 health the whole time.
And now we're like right next to Guardian Ape here.
Yeah, luckily this world is like more interconnected than you'd think. Like it feels like you go in a few separate areas, but they oftentimes will have some sort of interlinking. So we got almost all the way to Guardian Ape, and then it interlinked back into the Ashina depths, where we were then able to go to Monk, and now we just get to go right back to Guardian Ape.
And one of the things I love about that is that different categories, as a result, take wildly different paths.
Yeah, different orders of boss kills depending on what you're doing and things like that. It's really cool. All right, here I'm going to try to hit the ape in the head because it actually takes more damage from the mortal draw. And even with my regular swings, nice, got him in the minimum number of hits.
Very nice.
And then this fight is
so
just
that is-
over, and we're done. We don't have to do any more fighting of Guardian.
All right,
We're
GG.
finished.
That's it, GG.
Well
Woo.
done. Yes.
Shinobi
Very good.
execution, there it is. We'll just go claim our prize now.
That's how you know.
They've told us that we are done fighting, and
Whoa.
oh my god.
Missed the headshots. Ah! Weird positioning. All right, I'll be a little more careful now.
It's another very hard fight. And although the head is in his hand, oh my!
That was yeah. That was really, really weird. So,
You got some crazy
basically-
attack angles there. You got some very
yeah.
weird attack angles.
Yeah, he can attack from very weird stuff. You know what I said about, dead angling, you attack while facing away and then the enemy won't block? He can also just kind of attack around your guard and just kill you. And you really hope that doesn't happen. But it's a marathon. Sometimes things happen.
This has never happened before.
This has never happened.
It actually, this one definitely has happened before.
Has definitely happened quite a bit before. All right, we'll see if I
As
can
much
get
as I
it
love
clean
Guardian
phase
Ape.
1 again. Yeah, I'm gonna do it with no Yash Sugar on the first phase because as long as we can get him into the loop, it doesn't really matter how long we take.
So we'll get to see more of the loop this time. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, basically, when he's staggered, instead of continuing to hit him, if you let him stand up, then hit him, he will immediately stagger again. So I just wait until he stands and then hit him. Nice.
Such a comfy way to fight him compared to fighting him straight up.
Right.
Yeah. He's a fun fight either way, but it's a lot slower if you let him run around and then have to kind of slowly chase him.
And he's dead.
He's dead.
The fight's over.
Dead. We win. It's over. And oh my God.
Oh, that's a little unfortunate. All right, but here I'm going to hit him in the head stump, and that still does increase damage, even though he no longer has a head there. The model for his head is actually still there. It's just invisible. And so you can headshot the headless version of the Guardian Ape. It's pretty funny.
Classic. Yeah, really
Now
nice.
when I warp back
phase
to
2
last
there.
idol, yeah, that was much better this time. When I warp back to last idol, instead of going back to the one I was just at, it's actually going to take me all the way to where I wanted to go next, because as soon as we pick up the lotus flower, it unlocks this idol to make sure you have a way back to the castle, and that counts it as the last idol that you interacted with. I'm also completely out of spirit emblems, so I'm going to do a little backup here. We're going to grab this money real quick and use it to purchase more spirit emblems. There we go. That's enough. Because you need spirit emblems to do the mortal draw at full power. You can still use it without, but it does way less damage. So in order to show off the good strats, we really need those emblems.
Yeah, it's going to make a huge difference on this next fight, actually.
Yeah, it will actually probably save more time than it took to pick up that money, use it, and buy the emblems. But yeah, we are on to the final set of 2 bosses. They are back to back. You have to kill them both in one go. Otherwise, they both respawn. And we'll see if I can get some good strats. On Emma, I'm going to try to do some 180 dead angles where I turn around, then turn back to face her in the middle of the attack, so she's not going to block it. If I mess up, I'll switch to not doing it. And then for Ishin, it's pretty much going to be spamming Mortal Draw. And if I do it right, he should die very, very quickly. But we'll see if I get it.
Here we go. And the way that these dead angles work is basically if a boss thinks that your attack is going to miss, then they won't bother blocking it. So if you start your attack facing away, then they're like, oh, that's going to miss. And then you just turn around and hit them with it.
Yeah, I messed up a few times. It is only a 2-frame window to turn around correctly, so I didn't quite hit it on all of those, but clean enough fight. Didn't
Still
die.
clean fight.
And now to Ishin.
Saved all the emblems for this phase. Very nice.
And there we go.
GG.
Ooh.
So much like crazy precise positioning on that fight. That was amazing.
Yeah.
GG, Mitch.
Yeah. I didn't get to show off. If you get a Mikiri counter into the final phase, it's kind of easy. You dodge behind him. If you don't, you have to do some like crouch, turnaround, 180 dead angle shenanigans to get a fast fight. But I got the easy version, so very, very clean there. And time is coming up when we see credits. Ready, set, time. There it is.
Well done.
GG's.
And then we get the happy ending where Wolf travels up and down the countryside and reads bedtime stories to little children, and everyone lives happily ever after, and nothing bad happens.
Nothing bad
that's
happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna go with that.
Yep.
But yeah,
don't look up the cutscenes. You don't need to.
But yeah, go ahead and give all the shout outs you want to give, and tell people where they can find you on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, big shout outs mostly to the Sekiro speedrunning community that has kept the game going and innovating all these years. Like, the game is 7 years old at this point, and it's like every so often we still get new strats, we still get new records in like every category. Like, it's still super active and super fun. My favorite speedrun game that there's ever been, and part of that is because of the community that keeps going. So big shout outs to the entire Sekiro speedrunning community. Shout outs to Games Done Quick for hosting awesome events like this every single day. Hopefully, you know, a run of Sekiro or Elden Ring or something else gets into Games Done Quick, Summer Games Done Quick, because I just love showing off these games. Or, you know, if not me, somebody else, I'll commentate. If there's any Souls games, hit me up. I'll commentate. I got you. But yeah, you can find me Twitch or YouTube. It's Mitchriz, Mitchriz. And yeah, I do Souls and Souls-like stuff pretty much every day.
Yeah, thank you both for being here and for showing this off and providing the awesome commentary. And I'll keep my fingers crossed that we see this on the main stage this coming event, because this is my favorite FromSoft game, and I always love seeing it on stage. So fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's hope. Alrighty, folks, we've got one more run in the chamber for Crosshair this evening. Welcome back to Crosshair. We've got one more run this evening for this show, and it is Casual Speedrun running SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. Casual, take it away, sir.
Right on, roger that, Dane. Hello, everybody. Hello, Games Done Quick community, and hello, fellow SOCOM enjoyers. My name is Casual Speedrun, and I am joined here by my friend Linksy.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, hi. Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
Hello, hi.
So SOCOM is a 2002 PS2 gamer classic, most remembered for the online component. This was one of the first console multiplayer games that you could actually play over the internet. So most people will remember it for that, but it actually has a banger single-player campaign, if I do say so myself, and at this point now, a really cool speedrun. Like last year, we found all kinds of new glitches and new setups for existing glitches. Death Beast, which I probably won't do in this run because that's a little too risky, but all kinds of stuff that we will be doing and showing off. Some things to keep in mind: no checkpoints. Enemies are generally harder, a lot harder, and a lot more resilient than your average like Call of Duty enemy. There's no recovering from damage. You don't even get to like have magic magazines. Like when you reload that magazine with 18 out of 30 or whatever, when you come back to it, it will still have 18. This game is definitely airing more towards like hardcore difficulty type of shooter game. It was designed in coordination with the U.S. Navy to make it as like realistic as possible, because they thought, you know what, if you're gonna slap this label on there, it better be good. We're not gonna have it be mid. All right. I think we're good to go. So I'm going to hit new game, and that'll start time in 3, 2, 1. Let's SOCOM.
Let's go.
Thank you. So the first things first, we're actually going to skip looking at our mission details and armory and objectives in the map, and we're just going to go straight into the mission. We're going to do that for, I think, 7 out of the 12 missions in total. It starts off with the tutorial, which is anything but easy. Speedrunners be like, the first split is the hardest, but in this case, it's actually kind of true. Like, I'm gonna adjust the strat a little bit. I'll spend some time up on the ship deck helping our teammates get through. So you have a team here of Navy SEALs with you. And the reason why that's significant, instead of the game being like a solo effort like most stealth shooters would be, you think of like your Solid Snake, your Splinter Cell gaming. We've got a team here behind us, and despite the fact that they are supposed to be elite Navy SEALs, sometimes they need a little bit of hand-holding, so I'm actually going to spend some time up on deck and help them through. Get them down in here. You need them because, check it out, we got 2 satchel charges that we need to place below deck to take this ship out, so I'm going to have my team, and the other guys on my team also. I'm going to have them deploy a satchel there, and I'm going to deploy the second satchel myself. It's good to see so many SOCOM gamers in the Twitch chat. Hello, everybody. Okay, well, that's not good. I'm actually going to run back.
Wait.
I'm running back this way to...
You got satchel charges from Spectre.
Did he already plant it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I need to protect him, though, still.
True. So yes, like he's saying with...
That is super unlucky.
If your entire team dies, you lose the mission. So he's taking the safe route, going back, making sure Spectre does not die, and we're just gonna finish up the mission here by shooting this radio.
I actually have to go down for the intel still because I had to break to come rescue Spectre. Yeah, this was this was super unlucky considering that I even spent time above deck, helping clear out the area for them. Or did I already grab it? I guess I already grabbed it. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, you already grabbed it.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. We're on mission 2.
All right, so that level actually is like one of the most Monka levels, and I mean, so like for instance, I have 323 attempts on this category, and I think like 200 of them died in the first split. So you don't even get to play the game for more than like a minute before you go see the main menu again.
There's a reason why it's called Resets at Sea.
Yeah. And yeah, the reason is we need our team to do things. Sometimes they just straight up don't do it. They'll say they're going to do it, and sometimes they'll even say device away or whatever, and they didn't do it. So it's most often a reset. So that's why I... Hello? What? Oh, interesting. That's okay. I've got to save.
Okay, phew.
Interesting.
Maybe you misclicked circle? I'm not sure. Or
you have to hit triangle to go back. Well, anyway, so we're in Ghost Town now. So yeah, okay. This game is an extremely broken mess. For a long time, the speedrun was only glitchless. I see Tawak in the chat. Long ago, Tawak said, "Let there be SOCOM," and it was good. It was so good.
Seeing the OG here is crazy. Hello, Tawak. How are you, man?
What's up, Tawak Gamer? Okay.
So we got
our first glitch.
We have our first glitch coming up, known as Ledge Glitch State. So Casual's going to go up here, crouch, climb, switch stances by holding the triangle key, and then we actually get a perfect.
Let's go.
That was perfect. Yeah. We're going to send Bravo to clear that building, shoot the window to alert the enemies inside of that, and start planting our C4.
Okay, they're coming out. Let's go, dude.
Perfect.
Oh, that's exactly what you want to see. Sometimes you get sent to the Shadow Realm. Sometimes you just clip through. There's actually a teleport you can get where you'll incorporate back in a place where the floor is too low, and you'll actually fall and die, and you have to do it again. But it only takes like 15 seconds to retry the mission and get back. So it's always worth risking it on Ghost Town. For world record attempts, yeah, you're seeing the main menu again after that if you get that. But we got the perfect teleport anyway, so
that was very lucky.
Very lucky. So what do you think? Is the box and the screensaver on the laptop going to go in the corner this time?
I don't think so. We did a little bit of a stream yesterday, and we stood here for like a good 5 minutes or so. We did not see it at all.
No. Okay, dude. Looks like I'm rocking the 9mm for the rest of the mission. That's fine.
30 bullets in a dream.
I might actually switch to my pistol. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. Except it's so weak. I'm shooting
so
bees at
weak.
these guys. Okay, that's fine. I have to be careful not to shoot while I'm falling off this ledge, or else you will teleport by accident. It's actually so scary because you'll like forget you're in the ledge glitch state, and then it'll just happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
So here we're going to place the last C4, and then we're going to run inside this building and get our first hostage of the mission. Uh-oh.
Looks like I'm gonna have to tell Team Ambush.
He ran away.
Yeah, we're missing a guy here. Okay, sounds like they're shooting at him, but I'm gonna go take care of him anyway.
Oh.
There he is.
He's
Got him.
There. Perfect.
Yeah,
There's
nice.
compound.
All right, team. Let's show these lowlifes we mean.
So yeah, the action in most of these missions in the early game, it's a lot of like, the enemies aren't that hard to dispatch, but looks like Pincushion decided to stand still again after I gave him the follow order. That's fine. At least I saw it early. And now he's following me. What are you doing, my man? He's nervous. It's his first time on GDQ, guys.
True.
Let's give it up for Pincushion. You know, he's he's really he's
What are
doing
some
it.
claps in the chat for
Pincushion?
Pink?
So this, I should take a moment to say, this was my first speed game ever. I was inspired
Really?
by a runner. I saw AGDQ 2020 on YouTube randomly on my recommended. It was Tomatoes, Fallout Anthology run, Microwave's RE4 run, and Maxi's Fatal Frame run. And those three runs, I was like, okay, I'm going and making a Twitch account right now, and starting speedruns.
Yeah, those were
But this
banger
was
runs from that event.
Yes, truly. I mean, the fact that I got recommended those three in my YouTube is why I'm here today. But yeah, SOCOM was my first speed game. I really, really liked. I mean, back then it was just glitchless. There wasn't a whole lot of tech compared to today, where we're like literally like teleporting across the map. But there were still things like reload mashing. You just mash the reload button to break out of the damage stagger animation. Because when you get shot by like a high-powered rifle in this game, you'll like stagger in place or even like fall over. So mashing the reload button only on the Black Label version. All other like PAL version, JP version, Korean version, those and the Greatest Hits version, they patched that out. But Black Label, you could still do that. All right, we got some really high-paced action here. Solid Linksy, take it away while I focus and try not to miss stepping inside of a doorway.
Alrighty, so here we go. Oil platform takedown. It is exactly how it sounds. The Iron Brotherhood, as a last stand, have taken over an American oil platform, and we're going to clear it out by defusing 3 bombs and mostly clearing out every enemy.
He's still alive.
So we cleared building D at the start. There's
Backward
building
swag.
A.
Let's go.
A little bit of that was perfect, nice. And your team's going to work with you, nice. Go up here into
Is he dead?
Oxy Insurgent, whatever. We're gonna go into building B, clear that out. A little bit of a rough cutscene, but we're good overall.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see our first explosive device. Oh, it's not okay.
I guess I'm like a pixel too far away. Look, what?
No. There we go.
I forgot how to use the comms menu, guys. It's over. I'm washed. GG.
So
I did see a question in chat. I did see a question in chat about the voice controls. Yes, there are voice controls in this game. You can hold the circle button if you have a mic attached to your PS2. You can just hold the circle button to issue vocal commands with your actual human voice. But yeah, sorry, Linksy, continue.
So we have the first 2 bombs, and our team actually is going to work on them. Clear the helipad, and then go in to building C, which is where
Down the magazine.
hostages are. And we're going to meet Herbert and Harold. And unfortunately, Herbert's not going
to make it.
Herbert
Sorry,
isn't
bud.
going to make it, unfortunately. But we do this because the restraint animation takes a little bit, it takes some time, but we only need one of the oil workers to survive. So Harold is a survivor.
Harold's our boy.
Also, some kudos in the chat if you know where that's from. And
Yeah, you get gamer
here-
points with me if you know what that's a reference to, Herbert and Harold.
Oh, we got someone in the toilet.
Yep, should have washed his hands.
We found
Yes.
the oil worker.
All of you better wash your hands in the bathroom. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
We're gonna end that guy there. We're gonna kill the sniper, and then there should be 2
You know
more.
what? I'm just gonna clear them because they've been trolling so hard lately.
Of course.
These 2 guys. So what'll happen is I defuse the last bomb here. It's just fastest versus like waiting for our team. And what'll happen, like, I swear it's like a coin toss. You'll get on this, see that bar will diminish down to like the last pixel, and then that guy those two guys who I just shot will come over and they will shoot me off of the bomb, and you have to start the whole thing over again. It's bad. Is someone shooting at me right now?
No, I think that's.
I'm gonna get some water.
It's Bravo is fighting, but you're pretty much good here. That is the oil platform takedown.
Oh, let's get ledge glitch.
Oh, do you have time?
You know what? I'm actually not going to, because I might go out of bounds and trigger mission fail. I just realized. Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay, we can climb on the bin instead.
This game is set into 4 different zones. So we just finished the Alaska zone. We are now going into Thailand, where the Rita Rouge have taken some poison and they're putting it into the water supply, and we're trying to stop that.
Yeah. Also, C-Spot, I am using aim assist. It's just so much better to use aim assist. We all used to not use aim assist for like a couple years, you remember? It was right around the time that I started routing glitches in that we all kind of agreed, like, okay, let's all agree to use aim assist now because it's faster.
Yeah, so you'll see that little red box that comes up when Casual is going to shoot at an enemy. We're going. We've learned that is much better. There is an OG runner by the name of Twitch. Shout out Twitch. Spelled with a 1 instead of an I.
The gamer.
That he doesn't actually use aim assist.
He does now, or I mean, he doesn't run the game anymore. But yeah, he switched eventually. Because I beat his run, and then he came back, and in order to beat my run, he decided to, like, because I mean, you have to take, like, world record now is so scrappy. You have to take everything you can get, really,
exactly,
to get a 40. Now it's a 45. So good luck, everybody.
Thanks to Casual.
Yeah.
So as we see on the start of Golden Triangle Holiday, we're going to skip the entire mission. We are going to take out Jester and Spectre, our teammates. Now, this is actually a speedrun strat. At the very end of the mission, we have to be at the X. We have to get to Nav Point Zulu. And being there, you have to wait on your teammates to come there. So, if we're the only one left on our team, the mission will end. The mission will quote-unquote fail, but the mission will move us on as if our whole team is there. So we're just going to go in to this last hut, grab a piece. Oh, and you got a candle. Let's go. We're going to pick up a piece of intel right here. This little bio.
Very important. Very important.
And we are going to run to the X, as we see up in the top right.
So now what's going to happen? You might be thinking, well, Casual, how can you be the only one at the extraction point if Boomer's still alive?
Well,
we're going to have to see about that. Yeah, sorry, Boomer. He's just not fast enough. You guys ever seen the movie Platoon? This is just the plot of Platoon. I haven't seen that movie in a while. All right, there we go. And that's that.
And so you see at the top, it says your team has been incapacitated. That means a mission failure, but we got to the point before, and we got the mission ending cutscene. Mission successful. If you just seen it really quick, it was really fast, but it did swap from failure to successful.
Yeah. The game like has to think about it for a second, like mission failed, and then they think about it. It's like, well, technically mission successful, so they just give it to you.
Magpuller, yes. R.I.P. Zipper Interactive. The creators of SOCOM.
Yep.
They are our favorites.
All right, we're actually going to switch weapons here for the first time the whole run. I'm going to switch weapons right now.
So he's going to go into the armory, do some quick button mashing here, grab an M4, and then quickly deploy. That's all we need to do for this mission. Going into the later missions, we are going to be doing a little bit extra, grabbing a Claymore, grabbing maybe the suppressed version of the M4, just because at Temple at Honken and the next mission, City of the Forgotten, they give us a silenced SR-25, which is a semi-auto sniper, and that doesn't work too well for...
Yeah, that's not going to work for us. Okay, so
now this is also the...
I'm just going to ignore these guys.
Yeah, so this is actually one of the most... Well, an exception for Death at Sea, this is the most resets that happens in a run. Let's hope and pray that the SOCOM gods are with us at this moment.
Uh-oh. He's actually shooting. This guy's a genius.
Okay.
Albert Einstein back here.
So
All
we
right.
are gonna. This is one of
Ledge
the
glitch state.
longest ledge glitch states we have in the run. And let's
Come
hope
on, RN Jesus. Please be with us today. So I'm going to back up into this corner to make my position uniform. This is the setup I've been doing lately. No!
No! Okay.
We got sent to the Shadow Realm. That's okay. It looked like I didn't see his stuff getting all messed up. So what'll happen if you get sent really far away from the cell? Like the other night, I got sent literally 1,000,000+ meters away. It was like 1,100,000 some meters away. And when you're that far away, you're in an extremely high energy state, and his hat will start flying off, like his ammo belt will start like jettisoning like off into the environment. It's crazy. So yeah, this game, like I said before, is extremely broken. And the ledge glitch state is not always predictable.
As much as I'd love for Casual to get the perfect clip this time, I wouldn't be mad if we did get that state so we could show it off.
The surf,
pretty funny. The surf.
If I get sent to the realm, I hope it's the surf, but I hope we get to see the stairs right now. Nope. Okay, I got sent forward. That's okay. So do it again. And it's just okay. I'm actually gonna have to engage in shooter gameplay right now. I think he might have hit me. No.
Oh, we got it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
So getting this just cuts the mission length in into like a third of what it would normally be. This is a pretty long mission, glitchless.
So if you look, there's in this little building, you see that H at the top right. That is Morgan. That is
yes. Let's go, dude.
What's I forget what's his job? What's Arthur's job? I forget.
Arthur here is the U.S. ambassador to Thailand, and they are trying to ransom him and his wife for money. But unfortunately, the United States does not negotiate with terrorists. They're only going to get us sent to them instead. No money. Whoa, where am I?
Oh, you need.
That's a new one. Yeah.
That's a different one. Yeah.
This is not what you typically are seeing.
So we're gonna go.
You could say this has never happened before. You might even. Should I shoot her?
You should. What do you mean? Come on.
All right. So you get a double mission failure here, and the game again is like thinking you failed the mission, but then it's actually like, well, now that we think about it, mission.
Here we go.
I don't know if you saw at the very top left, it said mission failure as it faded in, but then it last second changes to mission successful. Like, you know what? Mission failed successfully. Good job. Let's get you on to the next mission there. 25% completed. That sounds about right. We did skip like the entire mission. That's what you do.
Yeah. So moving on to the final mission of Thailand, we are going to the City of the Forgotten, where we will end the leader of... Oh yeah, grab the Claymore. That is some secret tech that was found by Twitch.
Let's tell the Claymore story when we're loading into prison.
Okay, I'll save that though.
That was the hypest day of SOCOM speedrun history, quite possibly.
Okay,
not for the reasons you might think. Like a whole other strat got found that instantly got like made redundant by a new strat that we found with the Claymore, but it's still worth mentioning because it was like Twitch was my hero for that. But we'll tell that story later. So we got a Claymore here. Okay, we're gonna blow open a gate because the game makes you carry C4 on this mission, but the C4 you gotta wait for the timer, and there's like this minimum safe distance thing, and blah 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 blah. I just want to go fast. We're gonna blow it open with a Claymore because apparently that works, and we'll tell the story later on of how we figured that out. The greatest day in SOCOM history. Saved we literally saved like almost 2 minutes just in one day. This crazy work.
Yeah. So we're going through the entry area here, moving towards the riverbank area.
Number 3. Where's our number 3 guy?
The stairwell?
He might already be up ahead. There's no one in the house, though.
He might be around the corner here.
I'm just going to shoot and see if anyone responds. Hello?
Hello?
You know what? I'm just going to... And I'll tell Boomer. Pop off.
Yeah.
Pop off,
Alright.
King. Where is everybody? Well, whatever.
All right,
Don't really
we'll
matter.
move on.
Yeah,
So
we
we're
got
gonna
2
clear
grenade
the
launcher
riverbank
guys.
here.
Gotta be careful.
So yes, the grenade launcher. Oh, there he is, right there.
Yeah,
That should have been him.
right side guy. Got one over here and then one further beyond.
There he is.
Oh no! Nice! We got the fast riverbank.
riverbank.
Let's go.
So
Then we're gonna
this
literally
is a
walk out of
glitch-
bounds.
This is a glitch that was actually found. Was it found in multiplayer? Or this is like this is an
This was
OG
found.
glitch.
I found this on. Yeah, I found this on like an ancient forum on like GameFAQs or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I was looking for glitches, I combed through the ancient scrolls to decipher the old ways.
So this is just a simple. It's just
Where
a
is
clip
this
into the
guy?
map.
We're missing this guy up here.
Go and clear the other guys.
Weirdo.
And maybe he'll spawn. Hopefully.
Yeah, he's just being weird. So we are out of bounds right now. Obviously, this makes the level a little easier. Makes it a lot faster. All right, we're still not compound cleared. We're missing this guy on our top. Oh, there he
There
is.
he is.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said,
Easy.
you have to move forward a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to head into the main temple where Thong Kong.
Ooh,
Oh,
I came in early.
Yeah,
That's unlucky.
went a little bit
I
early.
did it right in the pool. That's why only 2 jumps was enough. That's whatever. It's not a
That's
huge
fine.
deal. Yeah.
So that is Thong Kong, the leader.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're
pick
not
up-
capturing him.
Yeah, we're gonna pick up his big old rifle, the AKS-74. Do a little bit of a glitch jump there, and we don't take fall damage. There is fall damage, but we do not take damage. Reach that door and move down into the underground area. Now, all of these enemies have the same rifle that Casual's using. This rifle we have.
Best rifle.
It is the best rifle, highest damage, and he has to concentrate here. And we have to kill every single enemy in this area to complete the mission. And it looks like we're gonna get lucky here.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay, sweet. Let's go.
Enemy temple escape prevented and sub-level secure. Grab the biohazard, and that is Thailand finished.
GG.
Okay.
Perfect.
How are we doing against? Okay. We're almost 3 minutes behind world record, but that's okay. That's okay. We're still well on pace for estimate, so no biggie.
You did get sent through a loop in.
That's true twice, huh? Wasn't it 2 times? Yeah, it was a 3rd try temple. That's fine. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
So now we are going to be heading into the Congo, where
A lot of intense shooting on this level.
Yeah. So this is the only mission. Correct me if I'm wrong. That you have to eliminate every single enemy. And also here we're going to switch from the M4 SD suppressed version to the loud version because we need noise.
So it's a little counterintuitive, but you actually do want to bring the noise on some of these levels, including the last one, but also especially this one. You need to draw enemies out of their little hidey holes because especially on this level, you need to unrender every single enemy in the game, which means you're way better off drawing them out into the open than having to go to where they are. So we're going to start this off, and in the theme of making noise, I'm going to shoot that exploding barrel. And let's have at it.
First grenade launcher guy.
Okay.
Enemy down.
He's shooting at me. Where is your friend? He's shooting at me. I would love some help from my teammates.
Yeah, they don't help.
They don't. We're having to solo all of these guys. Okay, give me... Can I get M67? Thank you. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I just wanted a frag grenade.
So
I'm already down a magazine.
We are going to take out the sniper up here. Take out his friend at the bottom.
And his other friend. Oh, he's actually running. What a Chad.
Wow. What a good
Thank you.
kid.
What a fella.
I'll throw a god nade, and this
good.
is to take away the enemy comms.
He's on my left.
Communications disabled. Perfect. We're going to then grab the intel, which is a map. Uh-oh. There we go. So if it's actually kind of cool, that map that he just picked
They're all
up
with
is
me.
almost the exact map of the next mission. and take out the cook. We don't
12.
need him cooking.
30, 38, and then the next one is 12. Okay. I'm probably going to grab the M60 at the end of this camp here.
Make sure to send Bravo over as well.
Yeah, I'll take out these guys first, because every time I turn over to order them first, I always get killed by the grenade launcher. Oh, I got hit. I'm hit again.
Oh,
please
so
stop.
You just seen the reload match there.
Yeah.
How he was staggered, and then he reloaded, and he got out of it.
Really lucky, though. I didn't take damage. I could feel it on the controller that I got hit twice, and I didn't take damage either time. I mean, in a no-hit run, you'd still count that as damage, but, you know.
Yeah.
My health is still green, so we're good.
So here we are going to plant 2 satchels to
I was wondering where he was.
destroy the enemy's weaponry. So we're gonna have Boomer do that first one, and if we hear in the background, well, it's technically
Taking
not
that
yet,
60.
Chester. Keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna do the second one, and Boomer, if he does his job for us.
Come on, Boomer.
Come on, Boomer. He's in the right
Come on,
spot.
Boomer.
Oh, he's
Go get him,
falling.
King. What is he doing? He gave up. That's why I stick around. That's okay. Am I crazy, or am I seeing a satchel right there?
Wait.
Am I imagining this?
Did we not place?
Did I not do mine?
No,
I did mine. Boomer? You okay over there, bud?
There
Did he just place a second satchel? Wait, okay. Make a note for later. That could actually be an interesting glitch. Because
Okay.
I
Did we
just saw him
actually
place
find a new glitch?
I think we did. Live on the GDQ.
Oh, there you go.
Hotfix.
So
Let's go. Escape prevented.
Perfect.
This is...
So that means
That's a good mark staging.
Every single enemy has been unrendered, and we just need to get Boomer out of the explosion radius, which is straight there. And then we're gonna get a monologue from HQ.
Long
A long monologue.
All right, let's see if I can leapfrog. Stand still. Yes!
Woo!
Okay, give me the double.
This would be a time where we do use death abuse in maybe like a world record run.
Yes, the double. Oh, I almost got the
Oh,
triple, too.
double. Oh, no time. But
yeah,
like Casual said,
for a marathon run, no death abuse. That's way too risky.
Yeah.
And what death abuse is, just to explain real quick, death abuse is like, it's exactly what it sounds like. At the end of that mission, right as soon as HQ started talking, I would blow myself up so that it gives me the death camera, and then it will pull you back to the mission fail menu. But because you have the criteria, if you do it right, it'll actually award you mission success, even though it literally pulled you out to give you the mission fail screen. It'll like think about it for a second and be like, actually, you know what? Congratulations, you did it. Upon further thought, you actually did do it.
So I'm just reading Twitch chat here. We have Oscar08 asking, what is your favorite part of the speedrun?
Oh, my favorite part of this speedrun, like level. I like the new mountain assault ladder setup. I like that a lot.
That's a good one.
Prison Break is also sick now. Like,
for me,
it's so sick.
I don't want to try to pull you out of here, but for me, mine would probably be the glitchless run. Well, not that there's really much glitches, but the glitchless run for Mouth of the Beast. That's probably my go-to.
Yeah, there is an out of bounds, but it's so inconsistent that it's not even worth going for, really, in the second to last mission. So this level is remembered by most as like the notoriously most difficult level in the game. And I would just say, again, this game, if it's remembered for anything, the single player campaign would probably be remembered for just difficulty. It's not easy. This ain't your Call of Duty right here. This is a very challenging video game. This Call of Duty on Veteran is what this is. Oh, he's still alive.
Wow.
Okay. All right. This guy's nice and skylined for me. Why you over there? Why can't you be more like your friend? Oh, I hit him. No, I did. Okay.
Oh, you got him. Nice. Good shot.
Last shot in the magazine. Let's go. All right.
There's area.
And again, you don't have magic magazines, so you gotta really conserve your ammo and be mindful of what is in your future magazine cycle. Otherwise, you'll be in a tight spot and switch to a magazine with 2 rounds, and then it's GG. Go back to the main menu.
So in this mission, spawns and rendering is a very, very big thing in this mission, so we have to make sure to take out almost every single enemy.
All right. Fire around the POWs.
And we're actually going to find some POWs here that have been taken by these mercenaries.
Right side guy.
To any of the knowers.
Stop.
Oh
God, where's Magnus?
It's
I don't like this at all. I'm hit.
You're hit.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I was like, I know he's in here. He shot at me through the window, but okay. He just moved.
So if you see in the bottom, we have Jester and Spectre have that green circle. That means they're full health. Kahuna, which is the player, is at orange. It can go to like a yellow, which is like 75%. Orange is roughly about 50. Red is like 25, and then obviously the like Boomer is where your name goes kind of like a darker orange, and it goes to a clear. That means you are unred.
Boomer's taking a nap.
And yeah, so like we did at the start of the mission, Boomer had to be put down. As the SEAL team members actually do count towards the enemies and the rendered like entities in the game. So we have to. That's why we do this sometimes, so we can get better spawn rates on the enemies, and we're gonna see that come into effect right here, where Casual is gonna go into the cave, and let's hope we can get a good cave where we have all of the enemies spawn. So there's one.
He's still alive.
There's number 2. We should have, what, 7 total?
I don't know. I'll do the math in a second.
4. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6. There's 7
He's
enemies.
Still alive. Bro, come on.
Turn up, I think.
He said.
Oh. Got him.
Got them both. Okay. So you need to clear every enemy in the caves in order to finish this objective. And those two guys, as you could probably guess, are the absolute worst. They'll just take off running. And if they run out of the cave, your run is just toast.
Case cleared.
It'll take forever.
So that is our third and final POW.
Yeah. His name's Riley. He always says, "What's my name? What's my name?" He's been in the caves too long. He's been in the SOCOM cave for far too long. That was me. When was it? Like late August that I was grinding this again?
Something like that, yeah.
I was in the SOCOM cave for a 45, and we got it. We got a 45-57, so I'll take it.
We finally got a 45, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, world's first, maybe world's only. I mean, if some other brave soul wants to
Twitch will come
try
back.
Twitch, I'm hoping he does, man. He told me in my chat once that he was planning on not coming back. That he says he's done with speedrunning, but yeah, he's also a low key. Twitch is actually also a GoldenEye god, not just this game. Yeah, the dude is like has that robot. He has that robot movement, man. It's hard to beat a Twitch run. Really hard.
So here we are going to have all of the POWs follow us to the top of this rock up here.
Okay.
They normally do not.
Someone's lagging.
Follow. Yeah, someone's lagging behind a little bit.
Bad. He's way far back. Come on, man. So this is a Monka moment. You gotta be mindful of all 3 POWs. There are still guys, like there's still like 5 or 6 enemies over that way. If they start shooting, if they reveal themselves, I'll have to come down and deal with them. Up here, where you should be good.
Didn't.
Yeah, I don't know if this. I think the second guy did spawn. I heard Jester and Spectre fighting someone earlier, so I think it's good. All right. Yes, dude. Okay.
There's POW camp done.
Yeah. So on New Game Plus in this game, enemies get like 4 times harder and also harder to kill and also like much better aim, and also they just are geniuses and they have like laser rifles and never miss, basically. As opposed to like most New Game Pluses, you're the one who's overpowered. Yeah, what up, Minx?
Yeah. So the difference between New Game Plus is obviously enemies are harder, but like all of the guns in the game are unlocked, but that is not even worth it. I don't think
my PB is like 30 minutes off. Just to put it in perspective, my New Game Plus PB is 30 minutes slower than world record at any percent.
Yeah, it's I've never even done a new game plus. I'm too scared.
You have to actually stop and shoot from prepared positions. You cannot just run through the game after like mission 3 or mission 4, I guess.
So we're going to see the other glitch that we have in SOCOM called we're not very good at naming things, so we're gonna call it the ladder glitch state.
Well, I used to call, so we used to do something that I was calling wrong ladder, which is it's because you climb the ladder the wrong way and you go down through the floor. We actually don't do that anymore because last year I just, for whatever reason, I decided to try setting up a ledge glitch state on a ladder, and wow, wouldn't you know it, it actually works. So we're just going to set up a ledge glitch state on this ladder. So the way you do that is you crouch, like make sure you're crouched, and your rifle should be in the carry position, not the aim position. Climb, hold triangle, back down. This works on ledges too. And that's it. Let go of triangle, and now we're going to run over right here.
And
yes, that's it.
That's actually really good. So we're underground, and we're gonna run underground, and we're gonna get the last POW, as this is the last mission of the Congo area, and it's actually Lieutenant Norris, who to the knowers, he actually was one of the actual Navy
it's a reference
SEALs
to a Navy SEAL who served in Vietnam and was awarded the Medal of Honor because he, if I'm remembering right, he rescued a downed teammate who had actually been was thought to be beyond recovery, but he actually ran back and recovered the man, who then himself went on to get a Medal of Honor also for an unrelated event. So yeah, that's kind of uncanny.
Holy moly!
It's awesome how they've commemorized that man. So we're coming in to the final area here of Turkmenistan. Yeah,
we'll tell that Claymore story as I'm equipping it, but so for those of you who don't know, the voice of Kahuna, the game's commander that you play as, is actually voiced by career Navy SEAL Commander Richard May, he also does like interviews in the little documentary that's attached to the game. But he also is like the motion cap guy. So it's all like high quality stuff. The motion capture, he did all of the motion capture to show how like he's actually taught to maneuver and everything. They also used like real audio files of like, this is an M4 shooting through sheet metal 100 yards. This is an M4 suppressed shooting through plywood, 50 meters or whatever. So it's ultra, they try to do it as realistic as possible. It's just the friendly AI. If this game was made today, this would be like AAA 10 out of 10 ultra realism banger. So the Claymore story. Okay, so as I approach the gate here, so there's a gate here. We didn't know that we could blow down the gate. Our buddy Twitch found out that you can use a Claymore to jump over the gate, and that was like the greatest day of my life. And so immediately I set out trying to do that. Oh, there's a guy right here. I'm gonna not shoot at him just yet because I've got the detonator equipped. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna take that 74. So he jumped over the gate like right here. He actually cleared over the gate, which was like, oh my god, we can save a minute. We don't have to like run all the way around, because we used to have to run like all the way to that side of the compound to climb into over the fence. But then the next thing I tried, because I'm not a Chad like Twitch, I couldn't get myself to get launched over the gate. So the next thing I tried was blowing up the gate, and as it turns out, it actually works. We played this game for 20 years and had no idea that we could go through the gate. Yep, upstairs map. Unfortunate.
So we're going to grab this map right here, and we're
I hate coming out of here.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. There's a
Monka Giga.
There is the Turkmenistan area has the most that little rock right there is where we would normally come over in a glitchless run, or well, in a 100% run, I'd say.
Yeah. You fight the helicopter in 100%, and it's sick. Highly recommend. Go to speedrun.com and check out the 100% run.
It's awesome.
You actually 1v1 a high-end helicopter. It's in. Oh, I'm hit. I'm double hit. I'm hit bad actually. Okay.
So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna find our friend Mr. Cucumber. Wait, what's his name?
Mr. Pickle. Mr. Pickle.
Mr. Pickle.
That is his name. Like, look, that's his name, Mr. Pickle.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Obviously, it's a code name. His real name for the knowers is Bentham McKeck. But now that map we got earlier was Mr. Pickles, and now we're gonna get Mr. Pickle out of.
Who's shooting? Doorway.
There he is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is a high tension moment. You're everywhere, dude. Oh my god.
Here.
The whole army is spawning.
Obviously, casual is low, but also if Mr. Pickle dies, we have to restart the mission.
Yes, we're playing bodyguard right now, and I'm myself wounded bad already.
Yes, so we're going to extract Mr. Pickle by running to a far point away from the prison, and that will be mission completion. It's pretty much just a run and gun out of the mission area. We just have to follow that little star at the top of our screen.
Left side.
We take a little bit of a could be a spawn there. Perfect. And we should be good from here on out. Normally, how I would run it is I would have my team on hold position, but casual bringing the whole crew.
Yeah, I need if I got backed up, we would need the extra help because I can't take too many risks right now. Also, little known fact, it's very subtly programmed into the game. Your character actually does not fire as effectively. I think you can still run at exactly the same speed if you're wounded, but as you get wounded worse and worse, you're less effective when it comes to firing.
That makes sense.
All right, we're getting Pickle out of here.
And that
I'm gonna regret saying this, but this is pretty good pace, man. Considering the duck meme.
And we're gone.
Yeah, that's it. GG.
There we go. Yeah.
All right, two more missions. We can do that.
More missions. We're almost done here. So we're coming into, like Casual said, with mission 9, Mountain Assault, where we did the ladder glitch state. We are going to move into my favorite mission, which is Mouth of the Beast, where if you watch at the start of all of the areas, there is a cutscene that plays. At the very start of this cutscene, we have the Sarikahu, who are the enemies that we're fighting, actually have purchased 2 nuclear devices. And we are going to go into this cave system and secure the nuclear bombs. But funny story, we'll see at the end here that we don't actually secure them.
You know what? I'm going to leave Boomer alive for safety. Normally we kill Boomer here. We unrender Boomer so that we can have another. So the way the game works with rendering, it's basically like a certain amount of slots per level. Like each level, there's a certain amount of enemies or friendlies, just characters, right, who can be rendered in at a given time. So what we normally do here is we unrender Boomer so that we're less likely to get a bug that we belovingly call meme cave. Give you 3 guesses why it's called that. But yeah, that actually, it sucks when it happens. You're losing like 30 seconds, but honestly, I'm taking Boomer for safety here. It's really good to have somebody watching your back in the tight quarters in the nuke vault. It's really easy to get unrendered yourself in there.
Exactly. So
this is the hardest mission, generally speaking.
Yes. As Casual needs to lock in here, as every enemy, as we've said before, has the AKS-74 best gun in the game. We are going to just run and gun through the entire mission. And if you've noticed, whenever you walk over an enemy that has the same weapon that you do, it actually fills up any empty magazines. So as Casual was saying at the start, where in Call of Duty, you know, your magazine gets empty, you reload, and you know it goes back to 30. Oh, nice jump. But in this game,
left side guy.
Oh, there it was.
Hello.
In this game, magazines are at they're at like 17. So if he reloaded right now, it would be at 18. But if he runs over an enemy that has an AKS-74, it will fill up every single magazine that he has to full. So that's why it's a great pickup for this mission, as almost every single enemy has this. And we're gonna take out this one.
It's also, yeah, far and away the best rifle in the game. It's not even close. I mean, it's good IRL too. That 545 by 39 is solid, but in this game, it's like they way overpowered it, in my opinion. It's like a laser beam rifle for whatever reason. Ow.
Oh, okay.
Hit. I'm hit. Oops.
Okay, so we're gonna move down into the vault area where the nukes have been stored.
All right, let's go. Monka moment. All right.
Here we go. We're gonna be clearing out all of the enemies. We actually got them moving around this time.
Oh, so good. So lucky there. And the left side guy came out. Yeah. Oh, why can't this happen on a good pace? Oh, the trigger man is taken off.
Trigger man. There we go.
He's trying to set off the nukes. Only we are allowed to do that.
And we got good cave. We got good cave.
I think so. Yep, that's it. Nuke secured, dude. And we get to do it during the cutscene. Yes!
Let's go.
So you're protected during this. Nobody can move or do anything. Nothing happens while you're in one of these cutscenes, and you get to just like do the animation of doing the arming of the nuke while you're in it. So you're totally safe, because guys are now running into the cave where we first came into this side of the cave. So they will be hot on our trail in just a second. All right, Boomer actually somehow. How did Boomer? What happened to Boomer? Wait, what? Okay, well, moving on. Boomer's already unrendered, so that's fine. The game is bugged out. It thinks, as you can see by the bar on the screen, it thinks we're still arming the nuke, but of course that's now long behind us.
So yeah, like I was saying, as Casual needs to escape, instead of, we're going to shoot that barrel. Instead of taking these nukes home with us, we are going to blow up the cave. So, I guess, so they can't be used by anyone else. We're going to slowly make our way back to the start of the mission. And there will be a lot of enemies in our way.
Hopefully not.
Most of them, hopefully not. But if there is, there's going to be the high-powered rifle, the AKS, and a possible grenade launcher. But it looks like Casual's gonna get
you got pretty lucky.
You're gonna get pretty lucky, and we're gonna get out of here.
There might be a guy up here on the corner, though. I gotta be careful. Yeah, there might be a guy on my left here. Nope. There might be a guy watching the entrance, though. You always on this level you have to be careful, because you'll lose runs sometimes because a guy just decided to come out here and chill. Oh my god, I thought that was him. That guy never under-renders for whatever reason.
Go home. Yeah, he just wanted to.
Boomer's taking a nap again.
So we're just gonna run to the X, and in this situation, we actually can have Bravo with us at the X. They're
Let's get a nice look.
There's Jester. Look at that beautiful face.
Love that close up.
Here we go. Death blow.
Dude, I might sub 50 actually.
That'd be pretty nice.
We're on pace for possible sub 50 right now. Could be real. All right, so last mission of the game. Casually, this is like, it's literally like the fuel of throwing controllers, of flipping over tables, of swearing up and down that it's impossible. And of course, in the speedrun, it's the easiest mission. Like, of course it is.
So
we call it the 1 minute drill.
As Casual has been doing, unrendering almost every single enemy he does see. In this mission, I think there's like 5, maybe 6 total. Like there's like you have to eliminate Fat Cat and Kitten, who are the 2 leaders of the Sarika Who, and there's like 1, maybe 2 enemies in the way. So here we're going to have the team on hold just to keep them safe.
Yeah, this mission is too dangerous to bring them with us, but Boomer might get sent to live on a farm. Who knows?
But the other thing is that Boomer, he will always follow you no matter what. You cannot have him hold position.
All right, let the games begin.
he will always be following you. So here we go.
Got him.
Okay, Kitten's down. And now we're going to move over to the dilapidated hospital to find Fat Cat.
Jump over the bullets. That is
Jump
actually
over
what's
the
happening
bullet.
right now.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
why,
was
but if you
sweet.
jump there, he'll like almost never hit you, and I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's just like magic. He just does not.
That's awesome. So we have a few enemies spawning up here.
I think the other guy is on my left back here. Yeah, okay.
Yep, there he is. And Fat Cat spawns.
Target
Fat
two.
Cat is down.
And that's down.
And we're coming up on time here. Once we see the helicopter.
Yep, time is going to be in 3, 2, 1, and
Give me
time.
time.
GG.
Woo! Oh, so close.
So close.
I mean, almost a sub 50. That's really good considering we had that whole confusion with the game estimate. I mean, we could have kept it at 50 and it still would have been really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't know if Couch was gonna want me to say this, but he was telling me before he was worried that we were gonna go overestimate. We should have went back to 57 minutes, but no, that would have.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
We got it.
We got it. It's no big.
It's a clean
That's
run,
with 2 failed teleports too. That's with 2 like, and
Yeah.
it takes what, like 45 seconds to get back to that spot. So that's nothing to sneeze at. Like we had 2 major time losses in this run that are not up to me. Right? It's literally just the will of the teleportation glitch.
It's not up to you. It's up to SOCOM,
Here
U.S. Navy
we
SEALs.
go.
It's up to SOCOM. Buy it now on PS2, guys. Highly recommend.
Yes, on the buy it on the PS2 store. That's still active. That you can absolutely still access on the PS2.
Yeah, yeah.
With your Ethernet wired connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, give some shout outs. Tell everybody where they can find you on the internets.
Okay, I am Casual Speedrun everywhere. I believe there's a pinned message in chat linking my Twitch account. I am Casual Speedrun everywhere. Discord, YouTube. If you want to run this game, go to speedrun.com/SOCOM, and you can become a SOCOMer just like us. And I promise, the game, it's a hard game to start with, but the speedrun is so sick. Like I will camp your chat and just I will teach the ways.
Everyone will help you.
We all will.
Everyone will help you. Everyone will help you.
My friends are my power. Here's my GDQ shirt. Dane, I think you're on here. I think you signed it, but I couldn't find it because it's starting to fade. The Sharpie's starting to fade.
I have the same one for volunteer and staff. So,
but yeah, huge shout out to Linksy for joining me here. Shout out the SOCOM community, all of the gamers who came before me. Tawaku, I see in the chat. All the gamers who watch the runs and keep me going while I'm deep in the SOCOM cave, mistaking the fire for the shadow and going insane. But the people who are actually enjoyers of the run kind of help propel you forward a little bit, because that someone is going to look at it and pog. And think it's cool. Shout out to GDQ and Dane, dude. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, I was just glad to find a couple of my friends on the list and was able to get them on. And you were one of the ones that was like, I haven't had Casual on yet. I need to get Casual on the show at some point. And so, and you had this run. I was like, oh, dude, this could not have been made better. So, yeah, thank you for coming here and showing it off.
Yeah. Shout out BT and Mitch also. Good runs earlier.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
runs.
You said that you said SOCOMers. It's like, are people that run SOCOM called SOCOMers?
You know what?
I don't know if we actually have
we
a
don't.
name.
They don't have a name.
But it could be the official name, because then if someone's just kind of like okay at it, then they could be a SOCOMer. And with that, folks, we are wrapping it up tonight here on Crosshair. Thank you all so much for joining us. I don't know if you can still hear Cash and Link in my ear, but they are groaning at what I just said. But yeah, we are going to be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Crosshair. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. And don't worry, Hotfix is not over yet. We've still got speedruns from the crypt coming up next. So stick around for some spoopy speedruns. And it's Dead Rising 3 and Dead Rising 2 today. So you want to stick around for that. But yeah, as always, folks, no matter what your dreams, goals, or hopes are in this world, always keep them in your crosshair.